Hey everyone, it's Todd. It's Todd Gross. How are you? We are live and we are very excited tonight to be presenting to you a very, very special presentation for your ALE, your AI local expert. Um, how should I put it? Enhancement. That's the best way I could put it, so that you can actually put it to work. Before we get started with anything at all, I want to make sure that you could hear me loud and clear. I'm speaking on a microphone that has a volume adjustment, so let me know how that is. Robert says, good. Paul, Gail, John, good to see you again, John, and the other John, and Neil, Jean-Luc, like Jean-Luc Picard, Ted, Terry, I did your voiceover. Tony, Quantum Health, Perini, Jim, Greg, Frederick, John, Frank, Warren, Mobenga. Okay, tell me where you're from so I get an idea of where we're talking to time zone wise. Gail is from New Jersey. Jim's from New Hampshire. Mark, and we have Columbia, South Carolina. We have Daryl from Ohio. We have, oh, Terry, that's right. You're in Canada. I knew that. Mobenga is in Zambia. Thank you. Thank you for being here. I know it's not exactly the best time. Greg in Arizona. Danny in Colorado. Tucson, Arizona is John. John Lorito is from North Carolina. Australia, Tony, thank you for being here. I'm not getting any audio, says Ed. Paul floating around in an RV. Congratulations, Paul, in Texas. Frederick is in Georgia. Montreal, Jean-Luc. Hola, desde Mexico. How did I do, Esteban? Sydney, Australia. Get ready for the eclipse there. 4 more years. Newcastle, Australia. Warren. That was Ross from Sydney. Helmer from San Diego. Thank you, everybody, for responding to this. Mark, San Diego. Quantum Health is San Diego. Santa Fe, New Mexico. Michelle from Pittsburgh. Ed, and I can't get to everybody. Sergio, El Paso. Mark from South Dakota, thank you. I really appreciate you checking in like that. Oh my goodness, I did not expect this big a turnout. And I see a bunch of people piling in right now, and it's so good to see familiar faces. For those of you just logging in, hi, please get to a quiet place where you could focus and get, well, something to take notes with. This is a highly requested live training. It's actually because you asked us to kind of tell you what to do now that you've got this amazing product, AI Local Expert. It's especially prepared for you guys. And what we have today is something that's called the 10-minute AI workday. So we're going to be discussing a method of actually getting those clients and working hand in hand. In fact, let me explain more. Basically, the key to tonight's webinar is making sure that you could get those local clients so you could be successful. And even if it's just a few clients, or if you want a full-blown agency, either one. Soon, I'll be bringing on a special guest. Some of you know of this person already, and he'll be showing us how he used specifically AI Local Expert, very specifically. He used the software that all you guys, or most of you, have a copy of. Some of you that don't can get that from us. Later, we'll talk to you how to do that, but most of you have AI Local Expert already, all right? And what he did is he sold to a local business owner right away, immediately, one of the AI chatbot clones of himself, of the local business owner, and he sold it to him for exactly $998. Now, he's going to be showing you that case study of how he did that and how you can land your own clients too in as little as 24 hours. You already have the software. You can turn around and do it even if you're a complete newbie starting from scratch. That's just the beginning, because Peter, who's our special guest, has been helping local businesses get more customers online since his marketing agency began in 2009. Now, he has worked with thousands of local businesses all over the world since then. Right now, his clients are paying him generally $1,000 a month for a new AI-powered marketing service that works perfectly alongside the chatbots that you can offer to them with AI Local Expert. Now, that means he provides businesses with a complete end-to-end AI powered marketing system. It can absolutely, positively generate truckloads of new customers for local businesses in virtually any niche, anywhere in the world, and of course, every single month. That's the key to this. And because it generates measurable results, that's customers for them, right? That means that you could continue to charge these businesses for this service month after month after month, because this is how they get the new customers that they need on a monthly basis. And because it generates measurable results, that's of course customers for them, that means monthly payments for you, which give you that stable monthly recurring income that you're looking for. We're all looking for that. And with that, I think it's time to talk just a brief bit about Peter, because I'm so excited about him. It's Peter Beattie, of course. Many of you know him. He's the special guest. He came to me originally to do voiceovers for him for his local clients back in 2012. And Peter started his marketing agency when he lost his job back in 2008, 2009, during that financial crisis. At first, Peter significantly had challenges growing his agency, but he did meet somebody, a mentor, who gave him the final key to success, and Peter's fortunes changed as quickly, and he began earning almost immediately $10,000 and eventually $50,000 per month from his living room coffee table. Doesn't that sound nice? Now, today, Peter has empowered over 50,000 everyday people like you to replicate his success through his online training and his coaching programs. And with the launch of his latest live training that you're going to hear about today, it's called the 10-Minute AI Workday. He's set to redefine the local marketing agency business model all over again. And yes, it works side by side with AI Local Expert, which you have. Beyond business, Peter would rather be chasing his 2-year-old son around the house, pretending to be a dinosaur, he told me, instead of sitting at a computer for 8 hours a day, which is exactly why he came up with this business model that you're going to be learning about today. Peter, here's my question for you. Come on in and tell me, which kind of dinosaur do you pretend to be?
Hey, Todd, it's a velociraptor, of course.
Oh, it's a raptor. Yeah, see, I'm older, so it would be Brontosaurus for me,
Well, Brontosaurus is still cool.
So, Peter, come on in. Tell us everything about how we can use AI Local Expert. And I'm so curious to see exactly how you got to this client, and how you got him to turn around so quickly, because it literally was we gave you the software and it was the next day. So that's why I want to hear all about it. We all want to hear about it, right?
Yeah, of course, Todd. First of all, can you guys hear me okay in the chat? I mean, I'm assuming you can, but it doesn't hurt to check. Can you just drop me a 1 in the chat if you can hear my voice loud and clear? 111, tons of ones. Mark, John, Greg, Terry, Gail. We got Paul, Mark. I see lots of familiar names in the chat too. My friend Mark Wenham's in the chat. I expect some interesting comments from him. John, Michelle, Jean, Ed, and John. Lots of Johns too. Sergio. Okay, guys, welcome to the call, and thank you to Todd and the entire team for having me here. I'm really looking forward to this. And like Todd was saying, yeah, so I was actually reviewing the software, and I used the JV account to build a chat bot for a local business before I could even get my own account set up. It's actually kind of funny. I'll tell you the whole story, exactly how I did it and how I'm charging that client on the back end for an additional service that works hand in hand with AI Local Expert. And yeah, so if you guys are good, I'm just going to jump right into it. And I appreciate that awesome introduction, Todd. I wish I could wake up to that every day. That would give me a good positive mindset to start the day. All right. Thank you so much for having me on. So Todd was telling me that you guys were asking for help with landing clients for your AI chatbot services. That's the big question that's been coming in. And like Todd was saying, since I already sold a chatbot last week to a local business, and I've been working with businesses for over a decade now in my own agency, again, they asked me to come on and share with you what I am doing. So the title of the training is the 10-Minute AI Workday. And I know this is a long headline here, but there's a lot to kind of jam into this webinar. So it's all about how I got a local business owner to pay me $998 for an AI chatbot clone of himself that I created with AI Local Expert. And then I'm going to show you why these local businesses continue sending me $1,000 a month to basically click copy and paste on my laptop for less than 10 minutes per day. Now, I know that sounds absolutely ridiculous, okay, and almost unbelievable, but I promise you, I'm going to show you how I'm doing this right now with AI. And most importantly, you don't need a website, you don't need a product, you don't need an email list or an audience. You don't need to learn how to sell. You don't need technical skills, business skills. You don't need to run paid ads. You don't need to show your face on video, and you don't need any existing clients. And you don't need to build any websites or complicated funnels for this to work for you. So with that said, if my mom asked me how to make money with AI right now, I would send her to this training. So I promise you are in for quite the treat on today's training. All right, so let's go ahead and get this thing going. So warning, to kick things off, this is not one of those fluff-filled webinars that you can zone out to, okay? I'm gonna share some truly cutting-edge stuff with you that has the potential to change the game for you very quickly. So really quickly, are you ready? Get something to take notes with, be fully present and involved in the chat to ensure that you get the most out of this training. I'm actually going to be quizzing you throughout the training today just to make sure that you're paying attention and getting the material. So pay attention. You don't want to fail one of those quizzes. Get to a place where you can focus for the next hour or so, close down all distractions, lock the door, pull down the shades, put your phone on do not disturb, close down Facebook, stop checking your email right now. I know there's someone out there doing that. And tell your friends and family, coworkers, boss, kids, cat, dog, whoever, not to bother you for the next hour or so because this is different. So I'm sure you've been looking around at what's been going on with the latest advancements in AI. We all have, right? And hearing all these crazy stories about people making all sorts of money with, tools like ChatGPT and all these other AI tools. And you've probably been wondering, this is cool, but how do I actually get my piece of that multi-billion-dollar AI pie? And if that's you, well, you are in the right place at exactly the right time. Because first, you already have AI Local Expert, and AI Local Expert gives you the ability to build intelligent, animated AI chatbots for local businesses in any niche, anywhere in the world. And you can do it in a matter of minutes from the comfort of your home or your RV, like Paul was saying, right? And of course, you don't need any technical skills to do any of this. You guys know how easy the software is to use. So you're already on the right track. And I'm going to show you a new hot AI service that you can offer businesses alongside this. And AI Local Expert is something that's highly needed by local businesses right now as well. So again, you are on the right track to getting your piece of that multi-billion-dollar AI pie. But like Todd was saying, ever since they released AI Local Expert last week, the entire team has been inundated with messages, nonstop messages from you guys requesting the same thing over and over. And that thing is, you've been asking, please, can you show us how to get paying clients for our AI chatbots? How do I actually get local businesses to give me money? And what are the best local business niches to get into in the first place? And another popular question is, how can I actually scale this into a real six-figure agency that generates consistent monthly recurring income for me and my family? And when Todd heard about me using AI Local Expert to sell this business owner that you see here, an AI chatbot for $998, the same week that Todd launched the software, Todd reached out and asked me to put together this special training for you guys, like I was saying, to show you exactly how I did it. But, honestly, this is just the tip of the iceberg of what I've been up to. You see, I just started combining these chatbots with another AI-powered marketing service that I've been offering businesses for several months now. And now I've added AI Local Expert chatbots to the mix of what I can offer my clients. So I've put the two together to give my clients a complete end-to-end AI marketing system that brings them customers every single month. And because I bring these clients measurable results, results they can literally see in their bank account at the end of the month, they're not only willing to pay me every month, I have clients who routinely beg me to continue, having this service running in their business. I have countless text messages from clients constantly texting me, when can we do this again? And I'll show some of those text messages later tonight. Because I'm giving them a nonstop supply of customers, and why would they want to turn that off? So that's the key to getting paid every single month from local businesses, results. So here's a business owner. Whenever I do something for a local business, I like to do a post, like an interview with them. I invite them to a Zoom call with me, and I ask them the results that I was able to get them. I ask them to share numbers with me. Not every client shares specific details, but a lot of them do. And this guy is one of my clients that you're going to learn about tonight. This is actually the guy that I sold the chatbot to. And this guy says that I made him $73,000 the very first month that I ran this service for him. Okay. So this is why these businesses, they're paying me $1,000. They think they are ripping me off. They think they're taking advantage of me for only having to pay me $1,000 for the results that I'm able to generate for them with what I'm going to show you today. So I'm talking about, $1,000 monthly payments like this, usually coming in through PayPal. Here's another one, nothing too crazy, not getting rich off one payment, but $1,000 adds up. Now these come into my email inbox as PayPal notifications. And like I said, I do this from my living room coffee table most of the time. And most of the time I'm just clicking copy and paste on my laptop for no more than 10 minutes per day per client. So that's the name, right? Hence the name of today's training, the 10-minute AI workday. So you're going to be meeting that client that I just showed you later on today's training. You're going to see exactly what I've been doing for him. You're going to see how AI Local Expert fits into everything so you can follow my footsteps if you want to live this sort of lifestyle too. All right, so I do have a bit of a confession to make before we get going here. I need to come clean about something. And, that is that businesses often, send me way more than $1,000 a month for what I do for them. Okay. How much more, you ask? Well, here's a couple screenshots. Here's a particular client right now who paid me $1,682 the first month, and then $1,874 the second month, and then most recently, $5,240 in month number 3. Here is another client, $1,576.80 in month 1, $3,099.72 in month 2, and then $8,810.88 in month 3. And here's a client who likes to pay me via wire transfers because it saves us a little bit on PayPal processing fees when those payments get up there. And you can see in month 1, they paid me $3,554. Month 2, $9,556, and those numbers are they're so specific, they're hard to say out loud. $9,556.92. Month 3, $10,482. And then month 4, $18,340.09 to be exact. So I just wanted to show you a few projects that I'm currently working on with this. But just a disclaimer, all right, I am not a newbie. I've been doing this stuff for, like Todd was saying, over 15 years now. And I've personally generated around $10 million or so doing what I'm about to reveal to you before I figured out how to do it with AI, okay? And now with AI though, it's finally possible for me to replicate this business into the life of almost anyone with 2 brain cells. But just to be clear, by no means am I saying that you will make as much money as me. Okay, you could make nothing. You could make way more than me. I don't know. Your results are entirely up to you, and they depend on how committed you are, whether you take action, among many other factors. So I'm not promising that you'll make a single dime, just to be completely clear. All right. However, if you're among the top 10% of action takers, you should know I've been hired as a coach by thousands of people all over the world during my career, where I help them copy my business in their own unique ways to get results like this. Here's one of my students named Stevian from Savannah, Tennessee. He didn't know anything about business or marketing when he reached out to me for help. Yet I helped him quit his 9-to-5 job shortly after we started working together. And he now gets checks like this from local businesses routinely every single month. And he's got an agency, and he's even got an office in town. And here's another one of my clients, Sean from North Attleboro, Massachusetts. This guy couldn't even copy and paste. I swear, we were on a Zoom call and I had to teach him how to copy and paste. And he was struggling to get his new agency off the ground. Yet in this video here, he said that I helped him add an extra $90,000 in clients to his income for the year. And he was actually undergoing major surgery during all of this. And he was bedridden for months, yet he was still able to get these results. Here's Luke, a former factory worker from Queensland, Australia, who says in his own words that I helped guide him and his team to what is now a $500,000 per year business. And that money helped him put his family into a new home in a better neighborhood. And he even said that I helped him buy this sweet new Porsche in our private Facebook group here. So yeah, those are just a few clients I've worked with that I was able to get some good results for, or help them get good results. And now with the 10-minute AI workday that you're going to learn about today, it's become even easier for me to replicate my results into other people like this. Because instead of relying on you to do all the work, we're now able to get AI to do a lot of that for you. Okay, and that's one of the reasons why this business model here has a near perfect 100% success rate so far. And you're going to see why that is. I know that's a bold claim, but you're going to see why that is here very, very soon. You really have to try hard to screw this up. Okay, so I mean it when I say it. If you can follow simple instructions, if you can focus for at least an hour per day to chat with an AI bot, send out a few emails, you really can be the next success story under the lights, and you can get there faster and easier than most people I just showed you right there, okay? Because again, those guys did it the hard way. And you won't need to learn complicated tech, build funnels or websites, learn how to run paid ads, build an audience, create or sell your own products, learn how to sell or do any copywriting, meeting up with clients, or building a big team, or managing other people, or any of the other usual headaches that come with running a typical internet business. And this might offend some people, but I'm okay with that. I'm just being honest. If you can't make money with this, I recommend keeping your day job, okay? And again, I don't say that to be rude. I'm just saying that to save you from years of struggle and failure. I've been at this game for nearly 15 years. I've literally coached thousands of people on this stuff. I don't know everything, but I've seen a lot of stuff and I know what works. And I personally know in my own experience here, it truly does not get any easier than what I'm going to show you here today. If you find something easier than this, please let me know, because I want to know about it. But the key is you have to take action or nothing will happen. You know, it's common sense. I want you to get results from this training so that you can be my next success story. Is that cool with you? Do you promise me that what I'm going to share with you today, I'm going to share my best stuff with you? This webinar might be a bit more in depth than most webinars you've been on, but I need you to take action. Can you promise me in the chat that you are going to take action on what you learn here today if it makes sense to you? Can you at least promise me that you will put this into action? Please let me know in the chat as I grab a drink of my raspberry Snapple here. Yes, yes, yes. Cool beans, I promise. I've been waiting for this all week, says Dwight. Cool, I promise, let's go. Promise, yes, yes, yes. Take action today. Okay, perfect. That's the attitude that we want. Okay, so really quick, I'm not going to bore you with an hour about myself, but you probably should know who I am. I swear my wife is not that much taller than me in real life. We're standing on railroad tracks in front of a train, and she's standing on with little railroad ties, and I'm in between them. So just wanted to put that out there. Okay, so my name is Peter Beattie. That's me with my wife and our son. I'm 40 years old. I'm married, 2-year-old son. I used to work in the construction industry, as a 9-to-5 job. And I lost everything during the great financial crisis of 08, 09. Lost my job, lost my truck, lost all my money in my bank account. Even the girlfriend I was with at the time, she left me for someone else and had to start over from scratch. And I ended up having to come up with money that I didn't have to hire a mentor to help me sort my life out at the time. And thankfully, that mentor knew what he was talking about. And he taught me a business model that he was finding success in, and that is local marketing, helping local businesses get customers online. And I ended up scaling that agency to 6 figures in about a year and a half. And then I went on to make millions online. And one of the best parts about this business is that I get to work home alongside my wife. I get to work from home alongside my wife and my son. So I get to be there for all those special moments of this little guy here, you know, his first words, first time riding a bicycle, all those important moments that a lot of people miss. I'm so grateful to be here when those happen, because I'm not like at an office like 10 hours a day, right? And my wife, Emily, used to work in the business with me, but thanks to this business, I was able to kind of quote unquote retire her so that she could be a stay-at-home mom and kind of devote all her time to raising our son here. Now, because of this business, I've also become good friends with some of the biggest names in online marketing. Some of the people on the screen you might recognize. Todd is on this slide as well. And I've also had articles written about my story on various entrepreneur-related websites. And when I got started in this business, before we had any kids, I used to spend all my money on like Lamborghinis, honestly. Here's my first Lamborghini here. And here's the receipt. I bought it for $106,255 from Lamborghini Dallas. And then I shipped the car back to Dallas to have it heavily modified. They put twin turbos on it, rebuilt the engine, and for a price tag of $67,875. So just under like 170 grand, I had like a 1,000 horsepower street legal supercar. That's how I spent my internet marketing money back in the day, right? But despite being kind of a dumbass with money in my younger years and spending all my money on cars more than once, I was able always to make it all back and then some, because my mentor taught me the most valuable money-making skill that they do not teach in schools. And I'm going to show you how I automated that skill with the 10-minute AI workday, thanks to AI, of course. So I was going to ask you, do you want to see it? But I know that you guys are already asking in the chat, so I'm going to keep rolling here. I can see yes, yes, yes. Let's get to it. Okay. So for the next part of this workshop, here's what you are going to discover. Step number 1, unclaimed profits. I'm going to show you exactly how I sold an AI chatbot built with AI Local Expert to this local business here for $998 last week. I'm going to show you the most valuable money-making skill not taught in schools that allowed me to lose all my money multiple times, yet make it all back 10 times over in a matter of weeks without a website, or how you can follow my footsteps without a website, a product, list, audience, sales, technical skills, paid ads, all that stuff that you see on your screen right now. I'm also going to show you how I combined what I'm doing with AI Local Expert to offer my clients that complete end-to-end AI marketing system that brings them an endless supply of leads and sales. So they want to pay me every month, right? And then you're going to meet that client that I told you about and see firsthand. You're actually going to hear from him how this system generated now over $141,000 for him in the first 2 months alone. 73,000 the first month. I think it was like 68,000 the second month. And I'm also going to show you how I often get 10% of those profits from my clients as a commission. That's how I'm able to earn those bigger numbers that you saw earlier, because I'm taking a commission on all of the sales that I generate from my clients as well. I'm also going to show you how I automated this entire thing with AI. So I only have to work about 10 minutes per day for every $1,000 per month client that I have, and how you can do this too, even if you have no experience, by getting my AI clone PeteBot to do all the work for you. And it's literally push button easy. And I'll prove it to you live. And I'm going to get my AI clone PeteBot to attempt to make me $1,000 in under 10 minutes by delivering this service to a local business for me. Now, obviously, the client is not going to pay me live. This is a service, but the chatbot is going to be able to do this for me in about 10 minutes, all the work. Does that make sense? Okay, so I hope you're excited for that part of the training. Then I'm going to show you something called the big payoff in step 3 here. I'm going to show you how to take this business to the next level and show you how you can grow it into a real asset, just like a piece of real estate like this apartment building here, that you can eventually cash out on if you want to someday for a big 5, 6, or even 7-figure payday, giving you real FU money so you can ride off into the sunset, retire, and never work again if you don't want to. I am currently working on this step right now. I haven't completed that step, obviously, but I'll show you where I'm at. Okay? So all this and much, much more in the next 60 minutes or so. Okay, so first, let's dive in and get started with step number 1, unclaimed profits. So the big question that we need to answer here: how did I sell this chatbot built with AI Local Expert to this local business for $998 last week? Well, it's actually a lot simpler than you may think. And all I did is I picked a local business in a high dollar niche where the average order value is at least 300 bucks. Okay. And write this down because this is important. It's not required, but it definitely does make things easier when it comes to getting your clients those big results that I was telling you about. You know how I was able to make that guy 73 grand in the first month and then 68,000 or so the second month. That comes down to the client having a product or service that they can sell for at least 300 bucks. Now, if you're working with businesses who sell something for less, that's okay, but just know that you're not going to get those big, those big sexy numbers, right? You'll be able to generate, 10, 20, 30 grand for them, but those six-figure months really come when they have a good, mid-ticket price point. Now, I personally like the high-end auto detailing niche, but some other good niches to consider are chiropractors, dentists, plastic surgeons, roofing, home services, physical therapists, automotive glass tinting, personal training, yoga, bike shops, jewelry stores, legal services, furniture stores, landscaping services, pool services, the list goes on. And you can even use the software, AI Local Expert, and you can actually use this to help you find clients as well. Or you can just go into Google and type in any niche that you want, and you're going to get a list of websites in Google. I mean, this is really kind of low tech here. Just put in a niche, and you're going to get a list of websites in Google. And so you can see here, I put in auto detailing in Chester Springs, Pennsylvania, and I got back dozens of businesses on the first page of Google alone. And then once you choose a business, go to their About Us page, like I did here, and you can right click. Usually there's an image of the owner on the About Us page, like right here. And all I did is I right clicked on this image, saved it to my computer, and I uploaded it to the AI Local Expert JV review account, created an AI clone of that guy. As you can see right there, it kind of looks like him, doesn't it? You got him right there, kind of looks like Vin Diesel from Fast and the Furious. And you can see him right there as an AI clone of himself right there. So I just uploaded it into the software. It took me about 2 minutes. Then I put in his website URL, and the bot actually scraped his website or crawled the website, and it was able to consume all of the content on the website so that it could train itself on my client's business and the different products and services that he offers, so that the bot can answer questions from potential clients correctly, right? You want them to be able to answer questions about pricing and things like that accurately. And when the bot is able to crawl that website, obviously it's going to help generate more leads and close more sales around the clock, because it's almost like an AI clone of the business owner, an intelligent AI employee, if you will. So then I previewed the bot in AI Local Expert like this. This is a screenshot I took from the software. And I just asked it a few questions after that, just to make sure that it was answering things correctly. So you can see right here, it says, "Welcome to KP Elite. I'm an AI clone of our owner and head detailer, Kevin Plunkett. How can I help you today?" And I just said, "How much for a ceramic coating for my Mercedes E63 AMG?" And he says, and the bot comes back and it says, ceramic coating starts at $1,000. Okay. And I went onto the website and I confirmed, yep, ceramic coatings start at $1,000. And I did a few little tests like that just to confirm that it was answering questions correctly before I actually did the next step and sent it to the business owner. So I'm not sure if you're going to be able to see this or not or hear it, but I pulled out my iPhone once I finished this little, once I set up the test, once I was on the test screen there. And I just pulled out my iPhone and I recorded this very sketchy looking 17-second video of me asking the chat bot a question. And then I sent it over to the business owner through email and on Facebook Messenger. And along with that video was a message where I said, "Hey, I just cloned you into an AI chat bot that knows everything about your business. Do you want to try this out on your website for a few days to see if it will help convert more of your visitors into sales?" That's really it. And the guy replied back, and he said, "Yes, let's do it." So I don't know if you're gonna be able to see this. It's really nothing fancy. It's literally just me. Can you hear that audio? It doesn't matter. Again, I don't know if you can hear that audio, but doesn't matter. So again, all I did is I just pulled out my phone, recorded me talking to the bot, said, hey, it looks like Kevin Plunkett, but it's not. It's an AI version of him. Look at this. It can answer questions, right? And then I sent that over and just said, hey, I turned you into an AI chatbot, knows everything about your business. Do you want to try this out on your website for a few days to see if it will help convert more of your website visitors into sales? That's it. And I left it at that. So let's go to the next slide here. Somehow we're stuck on this video. Hold on. So that is the simple process, right? Not everyone will reply, obviously, you know what I mean? But if you send like 10 of these videos, I mean, you should see like 2 to 3 replies back. That's like a 20 to 30% response rate. And when those business owners reply back, like this one did here, answer any questions that they have, like, oh, can I customize it? Can I put a logo on the t-shirt? Things like that. And then you can customize the bot based on their requests. This guy actually wanted the chatbot to consume some of his support tickets that customers send in through his website so that it could become more intelligent and answer like little nuanced questions that aren't covered on his website. So we still need to custom train the bot a bit more. So again, this might turn into where you're doing more work for the client. And then you can give them a price to either put it on their website, to put it on their website for them, all right? And it's up to you what you want to charge, but there's 2 ways to make money with this. There's 2 ways to charge if you were to ask me, like, how would you do this, Peter? Number 1, you can charge them once to put it on their website and, to help them capture more leads and sales. And I recommend, charging, you could charge $100 to $1,000. There's really no right or wrong price to charge. It really just depends on, the results that this chatbot can get for the client. And I'm going to show you what I mean by that in a second. The second option is that you can keep getting paid from that business every single month if you can help them if you can help them make money from all the new leads coming in through the chatbot. And this is really the key to being able to charge these clients $1,000, $5,000, $10,000, even $20,000 a month, because again, that chatbot is living on their website. It's helping capture more leads. It's talking to their website visitors that they're already getting, but we're going to show you how we can actually follow up with all those leads on the back end and make them offers so that they buy something from the business. And that's where the big money comes in. Okay, so I recommend going with an option 2 here because that's what I'm doing right here. So you see on the front end here, again, the chatbot lives on the client's website like this, engaging with visitors, answering questions from potential clients, and helping to convert more of those visitors into leads and sales. And get this, a local business, they will pay you for a chatbot that will help convert more of their website visitors into leads and sales. They will. And those visitors, as those visitors trickle into their website, they will make some extra sales here and there. Okay, that's going to happen. However, AI local expert will get your clients more customers, but to make them the big bucks and to justify paying you thousands of dollars every month, your new clients need to see that what you're doing for them every single month is directly impacting their bottom line in a big way. Okay, they want to know that you're making them more sales every month. They want to be able to log into their bank account, right, and see, oh, since I started working with Paul, right, our revenue has gone up, 20%. That is a no-brainer to keep paying you. If they don't see that, then obviously they're not going to continue paying you. So that's where what I'm going to show you next comes in to the mix. So since most local business websites do not get a ton of traffic, right? They're just small local businesses serving a small geographic area. We're not talking about generating life-changing amounts of money for their business just by putting a chatbot on the site. Now, you will make them more sales, right? But in order to see those big spikes, okay, we have to do something additional. So we're not talking about life-changing amount of money yet. So if we want our clients paying us thousands of dollars every month, we need to directly impact their bottom line in a big way, fast. Okay, that's why, or that's how we get those payments every single month. So, so again, chatbot on the front end, all right? And when someone engages with the chatbot, we're setting it up so that when someone reaches out to the chatbot through the website, their name and email address are saved in a database called an email list. So imagine this, you go to a website, chatbot is there, you engage with the chatbot, hey, how can I book an appointment for my car, my teeth whitening, whatever. Well, we want the chatbot to be able to capture those leads and put them to an email list. Now, here's what an email list actually looks like for a real local business. This is a screenshot from this business that I'm showing you here tonight. KP Elite gave me permission to share this with you, totally okay with it. So this is their email list, and you can see these are all the people who've contacted them through their website. And you can see 626 people on their email list. We can see their names, their email addresses, even some of them their phone numbers, actually all of them their phone numbers, and even the message that they sent in. You can see, Justin there, he has a 2019 Subaru, looks like a Subaru Forester, looking for a detail, right? Gavin has a Ford Fiesta who needs a detail, right? These are real, living, breathing human beings. And these are people who pulled out their wallets and gave this business money, okay? And the lowest price service that this guy offers is like $300, and his services go all the way up to $1,500 or more. So know this, every business has an email list filled with paying customers, even without the chatbot, right? Because if you think about it, every local business has a contact form on their website. Every time someone fills out that contact form to contact the business, that contact information is saved in the back end of the website in an email list. When someone signs up to their newsletter, that's growing their email list. Every business has an email list, and a lot of them don't even realize it. And so they have a list filled with customers who will buy from them again if given the chance. And being able to send offers to this email list of customers is the closest thing to having access to a rigged slot machine in Vegas that spits out cash whenever we want. And if you've ever had a highly responsive email list, you know exactly what I'm talking about. So here's exactly what I mean. Have you ever bought something from a local business or any business before and then received an email like this from them? Like, here's Auto Pizza here in Portland, Maine. We order pizza from them all the time, and now we get promotions from them to our inbox, 15% off our next order, and then we get a promo code for the month of March there, okay? And then here's another one for Kate Spade. My wife wanted a purse from Kate Spade for Christmas. Now I'm getting promoted from them, promoted by them all the time to buy more stuff. I bought a toolbox from Harbor Freight. Now I get promotions from them all the time. I'm sure you know what I'm talking about here. Bissell, my wife bought a vacuum from them, used my email. Now I get promoted, all these sales about vacuums, okay? Spring cleaning up to 25% off. Taylor Chip Cookies. These guys make the best cookies in the world, by the way. Not affiliated with them, but if you want some good cookies, you should check them out. Here's Papa John's, and they're telling us to obviously order now and order some pizza. This is an email promotion sent to my personal email inbox. Here's something from Amazon. I recently bought some equipment for my office here, and they want me to buy more stuff apparently. So they're telling me to go shop for more office furniture. I used to have a Ford Mustang, never unsubscribed from this list, but I bought a bunch of Mustang parts from this website, American Muscle, years ago, and they're still promoting to me. And here's a mountain bike store where we bought some stuff, and they're promoting their spring sale. I can use the code SPRING10 to get 10% off any mountain bike ramp. So, I'm sure you know what an email promotion is, right? Here's one from Lowe's, $10 off your next eligible purchase. So are you getting this, guys? Do we all know what email marketing is? Can you just let me know in the chat, just so that I know that we are on the same page? Is everyone, drop a 1 in the chat if you are getting this. Do you understand how, businesses can promote to their existing customers by sending emails out to them? We're all getting this. And if you don't get it, you can feel free to drop a 2 in the chat, and maybe we can address some of those questions later that you might have. So tons of 1s, okay? Yeah, Amazon wants us to buy more stuff. Tons of 1s, okay, cool. So yeah, we all get marketing emails. Heck, you guys got emails from Todd tonight telling you about tonight's webinar, right? because you bought AI Local Expert. That's email marketing in action. Clearly it works. You're here, right? So the big brands do email marketing because it works. It generates sales, although they don't always do it the best way for conversions, because they can afford to kind of do this type of stuff. But most local businesses are not doing email marketing. I would say 99% of them are not doing it the right way. And they're in desperate need for help, for someone who can come along and help them do it, because they're leaving so much money on the table. So here's an actual email that I sent out for KP Elite Detailing. And it's actually, we sent out a 7-part email campaign to his list of 626 customers. And I'm not going to read the whole thing here, but essentially we just ran a sale, $300 off his ceramic coating services, which cost $1,000. And it's really that simple. Hey, we know you guys bought this service before. We know you got another car. Here's $300 to schedule your next appointment. Boom. And now pop quiz for you guys in the chat right now. What do you think happened when we sent these emails out to his list of customers? I mean, I actually already gave you the answer earlier, but this is a test to make sure you're paying attention. What do you think happened when we sent out this 7-part email campaign to the detailing company's email list of 626 customers? Do you think we made them a couple sales, no sales, or a bunch of sales? How about that? No sales, couple sales, bunch of sales. Which one of those three? All right, so you guys are paying attention. Exactly. Okay. 73,000 the first month, 68,000 or so the second. You're going to hear from the guy directly, because I might be saying that second number incorrectly, but you'll see a bunch, right? A bunch of sales. Exactly. So you guys are paying attention. Good. And there'll be more quizzes like this. All right. So yeah, many of them whipped out their wallets and bought that $1,000 detailing package from my client. Why? Well, according to the Wharton University of Pennsylvania, the Wharton School of Business in Pennsylvania here, they said an existing customer is up to 14 times more likely to buy than a new lead. Did you know that? 14 times. So that means when you run Facebook ads for a business, TikTok ads, YouTube ads, you know those low conversions that you typically see? That's because those are strangers. So when you send out offers to an email list, people who already know, like, and trust that business, that's when you see those insane conversions, 14 times higher than what you would see from, cold traffic. These are paying customers. Big difference. So again, you've got step one, the chatbot living on the website, like you see here, capturing leads and generating some sales, of course, from the traffic that's naturally trickling into that website. Okay, and then on step 2 here, on the back end, once those leads are captured on the front end, we send out marketing emails to all of those people once a month with a new special offer, just like the one that you see on your screen. And that, my friends, that will absolutely, without fail, every single time, unless you send to a junk email list, will absolutely generate windfalls of new sales for almost any local business you do this for. And that will directly impact their bottom line in a big way, because they've got the customers, you're just mailing to them. So this is the secret. This is why clients pay me every month, to keep those sales coming in. They don't know how to monetize their customers. They just think they need to run more ads, but they don't. So here's some 5th grade math for those of you logical thinkers out there who need to see some numbers. Think about this. The typical conversions that we see on an email campaign to a list of buyers is around 10%. So we got a list of 626 people for that detailer, right? That comes out to about 60 sales, give or take. Now, this business sells a service with a price of $1,000, the ceramic coating service, remember? And so 60 sales times $1,000 is $60,000 in potential sales. And the best part of all, again, we can charge $1,000 for about, I put it 1 hour there because I like to be conservative, but 10 minutes to an hour of total work. How about that? Not bad, right? Not bad for copying and pasting, chatting with a chat bot for a few minutes, and you get some high converting emails that you can send out to their list. So you make the local business a bunch of money, we make money in the process, and everyone is happy. So what I want to do is I want to prove to you how easy this is. I want to prove to you that the results I'm talking about here are real, because I know that there are going to be some skeptics out there, and that's totally okay. So I want to play a short video clip from the interview that I did with this client, where he talks about how he ran the email promo for his business and the results that we got. And I promise, if you get even 1/10 of the results as this guy for your clients, you and your future local business clients will be really, really happy. So I'm going to switch to a video right now, and I'm going to play it. It's about like 45 seconds or so, and then I'm going to be right back. Okay, so bear with me here. Hope I don't break this. It's going to switch.
All right, guys, Peter Beatty here. On this Zoom call with me, I have Kevin, owner of KP Elite Auto Detailing. We just ran an email campaign for him, and he agreed to come on to this call with us and talk a little bit about the results. Kevin, how's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm doing good. For that email campaign, like, what would you say it generated for your business in total sales?
The last 2 months of our 8-year business were our 2 record months that we've ever had. The first month after we ran the email, we did $73,000 that month. The next month was our second highest month ever, which was $68,000.
And this is an asset that you had in your business just kind of sitting there. That's what I'm trying to get people to understand, is like businesses have these email lists.
It was like one of the things that I thought was so like kind of old school way of reaching out to people. Like, who's going to look at an email? And sure enough, it was like crazy.
So just to be clear, like, I'm not paying you to say any of this. You've actually paid me to run this campaign.
Yeah, 100%.
People are going to ask that. So as you know, like, I teach people how to do what I do, this business here. I teach them how to go out and do this to other businesses. So like, their biggest thing is, can I actually get paid to do this for businesses?
I'll be continuing to have you run these and pay you to do these for a long time. So like, I know just from what I've learned, and this is the first email ad I've ever run in my entire life. So just seeing how it already worked for me, I know I'm going to continue to pay, because I can see the difference in what I have to pay for it as opposed to what we make. And it wouldn't even have to, it could be a fraction of that amount that we make. It doesn't have to be that much. You know, if it was even, 20% of what that would have been a great return on my investment. Thank you.
Okay, so I am back. Can you guys hear my audio? I just want to make sure we're able to switch back. Okay. Can you guys hear me? Okay. One. Okay, cool. All right. Now, hopefully you can hear that video. Everyone says it switched back fine. Thanks for the 7, John. Okay, perfect. So as you can see, the results we got for that guy, and this was the first campaign we ran for him. We've actually run many more campaigns since then. So month 1, 73,000 in sales, $1,000 in my pocket. Month 2, 68,000 in sales, again, $1,000 in my pocket. Month 3, and he actually messaged me, and this is when we eclipsed $100,000 a month in revenue for his business for the first time ever. And that's when I said, we're going to switch to a commission model where you're going to give me 10% of these sales, which is going to be $10,000 plus in my pocket. So that's typically what I do. Is I start out with like a low price point, and then once they get going, they like the service. Hey, can we switch to a commission model, which gives me higher incentive to do a better job for them? So yeah, I just want to show you that quick video. Okay, so can you do this too? Absolutely. There are over 400 million small businesses worldwide. Most of them already have a website with an email list. They're waiting for your chatbots, and they're waiting for you to send emails to the leads that are generated from those chatbots on the back end to give them a complete end-to-end marketing system that's going to explode their business. And most small businesses don't know how to promote to their email list. Most of them don't even know they have an email list, guys. That is the craziest part. There are so many websites out there, that we just log into, and it's like, dude, did you know that you have like all your customers here and we can just email them? There's like 3,000 people here. No, we didn't know that. We didn't know we could email them. Is that legal? And then we send out a promotion and they think we're like doing something illegal here, but it's email marketing. But it's not their fault, guys. They're not marketers. They are local business owners. They are experts in their craft. They don't think about this stuff. They don't attend webinars at 9 p.m. Eastern on a Wednesday night like we are here. So that's why there's a massive need for people like us who can help them with this. So if you take anything from this training, know this, singe this into your brain right now. If you know how to write good email marketing campaigns that convert, someone can take all your money away from you. You can lose every last dollar that you have, but you can never be poor. You can only be broke. And broke is a temporary situation, which is easily fixed by, guess what? Making more money. So if you know how to do email marketing, you can always make more money whenever you need it, no matter what's going on in the economy or what crazy stuff's going on in the world. And you don't need your own email list to do it. You don't need your own products or services because, again, we're doing this for businesses. They already have the list and the products and services. So whenever I want to make money, I just accept a new email marketing and now a chatbot email marketing client. And I sit down at my computer for a few hours and I write. It's really that simple, and the money comes in. But I know what you're saying, Peter, I'm not good at copywriting. I don't know how to create email campaigns that actually generate sales. I've never done this before. And I don't want to wait 5 years to get good at this stuff either. And if that's you, I hear you, because let's face it, email copywriting is not something that you can take a course on and become really good at overnight. It took me personally like 5 years to learn copywriting and to get to the point where I was good enough at it where I could actually send out emails and see money arrive in my bank account, right? So I struggled for 5 years, completely sucked at it. But what if you didn't have to learn email copywriting or even write any emails at all, yet you could still get paid like $1 million email copywriter? Wouldn't that be cool? Heck yes. How, you ask? Well, let me show you. So this is the old me when I started, and I was like, 60 pounds heavier. So that's just the way it was. I was stressed out all the time because I was broke, and I ate Burger King all the time. Okay. So when I got started, I spent the money I didn't have on a mentor, and my mentor helped me become successful online after years of struggling on my own and on the side while working a 9-to-5 job. And my mentor, Jamie Garside here, he gave me a missing piece of the puzzle that helped, that changed everything for me. It wasn't the latest and greatest software or system. Instead, he gave me the only thing that matters, the most valuable money-making skill in the world that they do not teach in schools. Now, I was going to pop quiz you on this. You know what? Actually, I'm going to do it. I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. What do I mean when I say the most valuable money-making skill in the world that they do not teach in schools, that was given to me by my mentor, Jamie, that gave me the massive transformation I just showed you early, despite being an absolute moron about money and spending all of my money on supercars, multiple times over? What is that valuable money-making skill? I've said it several times tonight, but again, I want to make sure you guys are paying attention. Let me know in the chat. I'm going to grab a quick drink. Copywriting, oh, I just gave it away. Copywriting says Neil. Confident says Dennis. Building an email list, copywriting a system, copywriting emails that convert, email marketing, writing emails. So you guys are paying attention. That's exactly right. There's only a couple of you that got it wrong, but that's okay. Maybe you jumped in late. Copywriting, that is the answer, okay? The act of writing words that sell products and services, in this case, through email marketing. So what I did is I got tired of doing all this stuff myself about a year ago. And after we had our son, I was like, wow, I actually want to be able to hang out with my family and do things. I don't want to work like 10 hours a day anymore. I want to hang out with my family. So I created an AI clone of myself named PeteBot. My name is Peter, so the AI clone's name is PeteBot. And I trained him to write exactly like me. And what I did is I fed him my most successful marketing campaigns that I've written for my clients over the years that have already made millions of dollars. And this means that PeteBot can do all my copywriting work for me in minutes with guaranteed results as I just sit back and watch. So I'm no longer a copywriter anymore. I'm now what I call a copy bot operator. And so behind the scenes, I'm just pushing buttons while PeteBot does all the copywriting work. And because I'm just pushing buttons now, that means almost anyone with a pulse, I'm sure there's someone out there who will screw this up, but almost anyone with a pulse can now do what I do. It really is that simple. even if they don't know anything about marketing or sales. And since PeteBot is an AI bot, guess what? He works for free, so I get to keep all the profits that he generates all to myself. So another pop quiz before I show you PeteBot in action. Do you see the big opportunity here? Do you see why the success rate of email marketing is nearly 100%, or at least to customers, right? Obviously, because we're sending to a list of customers, people who've already bought from that business. It's the easiest sale that you will ever make. Someone who's already given that business money. And do you think that you could go into Google right now and find dozens, if not hundreds of businesses who have email lists that they are not monetizing? Absolutely. I guarantee, don't do it now, but like you go into Google, spend 10 minutes, search for any niche, go to their website, and you'll see them. Lots of businesses have newsletter opt-ins, lots of them have contact forms. You can easily opt into their list and start getting their emails. But what you'll actually find is most of them don't even email their list. They're just letting their list die. They're not monetizing it. So absolutely, there's a huge opportunity here. And now I'm going to show you step 2 here, auto, write, and deliver. So like I said, I used to do this the hard way, staring at my computer for 8 to 10 hours a day, writing these emails from scratch. And, a lot of people would say that, that's not a bad lifestyle, Peter. The lifestyle and earning potential that you can have as an email copywriter is truly amazing. And it's something that I couldn't even dream about being possible back when I worked a 9-to-5 job in construction. But you're still trading your time for money, which means you're always going to be on a treadmill, pounding away at the computer, working your life away. I wanted to automate this. So I went into ChatGPT and I did what probably a lot of us have done. I tried getting it to write copy for me. And, while it was cool to see this thing spit out copy, as a professional copywriter, I was not happy with anything that it could come up with because, I would have to spend so much time tweaking the emails myself and getting to the point where I could, be happy and confident enough to run them for a client. So as someone in the industry who actually does this for a living, out of the box, ChatGPT is definitely not something I would use to run email campaigns for local businesses, at least out of the box. So keep that in mind, at least out of the box. So I did not end up using ChatGPT, just wasn't happy with the results. I didn't feel comfortable using the generic, unproven and untested copy that ChatGPT could produce. Everything it wrote needed lots of tweaking before I'd even think about using it on a real project. And not to mention, there's these things called AI content detectors. Those things kind of creep me out. I wouldn't want to send out a campaign and have one of my clients' campaigns get triggered by one of those and, it could ruin my client's reputation and get pissed off at me, mad at me, which in return could hurt my business, okay? So I learned that ChatGPT is only as good as the instructions that you give it. So I had to figure out how to give it better instructions. So I discovered something that kind of blew my mind about how celebrities are now creating AI generated replicas of themselves so that they can appear in movies and ads and get paid for it without actually needing to be there themselves in person, acting in front of the camera. And I thought that was kind of cool. They're still collecting a check, and a lot of times the viewers don't know any different. They don't know it's an AI version of them. For example, Bruce Willis did this. He retired from acting. I know he's had some health issues, but he recently appeared in a commercial for a wireless company. Did you know that? But did you also know that it wasn't really him? It was an AI replica of him. And nobody knew the difference. And that's when I thought, a light bulb went off in my head, and I thought, what if I could create an AI copywriting replica of myself, or at least my copywriting skill set? And what if I could get it to write copy exactly how I would do it myself without writing a single word or tweaking anything? So I could get those payments like this that I showed you earlier coming in without doing all of that manual legwork, and so that you don't have to learn how to write copy. And I discovered that I could create my own custom AI bot, just like ChatGPT. I could teach it new skills, I could give it a unique personality, and I could expand its knowledge base by giving it access to proprietary information and trade secrets that I've developed over the years and never shared with anyone that ChatGPT would never have access to. And I could put this into this AI bot, and I didn't know programming though. So I locked myself in my office and I said, how can I create an AI clone of myself? And this process turned out to be way more difficult than I thought because I had to learn how to build an AI software from scratch. And I've never done that before. So after many late nights of programming and hiring experts to help me out, I finally did it. Okay, PeteBot came alive. And since that night, PeteBot's been doing all my copywriting for me, so I don't have to do it anymore. And since he's trained on my most successful email campaigns that have already made millions for my clients, he's able to put out a high converting 7-part email campaign for any local business that I want in about 10 minutes, something that used to take me 8 to 10 hours to do myself. So what I want to do now is I want to switch over to a demo of PeteBot. I'm going to put a timer on the screen, and I'm going to have PeteBot create an entire email campaign for a real client live right now. And again, this is a campaign I charge $1,000 for. And again, when the goal is to get this done in 10 minutes. So let's see if we can do that. So I'm going to switch to that demo now so you can see exactly how this works. So one sec here. All right, so I've got PeteBot up on the screen, and basically what PeteBot is he's a custom AI bot that I built on top of the same technology that powers ChatGPT. So this version we have right here is what's known as a custom GPT. Now we also have a prompt-based version of PeteBot as well, which allows you to use him inside any free ChatGPT account. And like it says right here, it says PeteBot is an AI copywriting clone of human copywriter Peter Beattie. Enter a website URL to have PeteBot write a new 7-part email campaign for any local business in minutes. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring a timer onto the screen. I'm going to use the built-in timer in my computer here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to time how long it takes me to create a campaign for the client who we just built. Now, before we get started, you want to make sure that you have the website URL of the business that you want PeteBot to generate a campaign for. That's because he's going to visit their website and he's going to read all about that business. He's also going to conduct research on that business online. So I'm just going to copy the website URL. So whatever business you're creating a campaign for, that's all you have to do. Just copy their website URL. Now I'm going to go back to PeteBot. And to get started, I'm going to hit the timer right now. Let's see if we can get a whole campaign done in under 10 minutes. All right, here we go. So I'm going to paste in that website URL. And the hardest part is waiting for him to actually write back to us because there's not really much we can do. So he says, I've gathered some information. So what PeteBot is doing right now is he visited this business's website. He's already learned all about their business, who the owner of the business is, what services they offer, what are the features and benefits of the products and services they offer, where are they located, what's the thing that they're known for, what is their specialized skill, how many reviews do they have online, all of this stuff. PeteBot also uncovers their unique selling proposition, what sets them apart from competitors. He pulls in real reviews that people have left online about this business. Again, all valuable stuff that we need to know about any business if we're going to create a campaign for them. And this is like saving me hours worth of research. Now, again, because we're kind of up against a clock here, I'm just going to say, looks good, move to next step. And PeteBot already knows what to do here. Now he's going to get to work on designing the actual backbone of the email campaign. So again, he's reading their website, he's scouring the internet to learn all about this business, and he's coming up with an idea for the promotion. So he says that we should offer a $300 discount as a bonus. He says that we should offer a complimentary exterior glass ceramic coating package. I'm just scrolling up here. He says that, he figures out a name for the promotion, the KP Elite Anniversary Appreciation Event. So again, designing the entire campaign from the ground up. And again, since we're up against the clock here, I'm just going to say it looks good, move to the next step. So what PeteBot's going to do now is he's actually going to write email number 1 in the campaign. So again, remember, there's 7 emails in total, and he's writing the first one right now. And it's important to note that this is not just a random email that ChatGPT is coming up with. What PeteBot has done again, is he's researched this business online, he's read their website, and he's designed an entire campaign from scratch, and he's following my proven email framework, my proven email copywriting framework, so that we know that these emails are going to convert, right? So I've actually run and tested these emails across hundreds of different businesses, and I know they convert. So there is email number one. And again, I'm not going to read this word by word just because we're trying to get this done in under 10 minutes, but it looks good. I'm skimming it as he's going along. So I'm going to say, looks good, move to next step. And now he's going to write email 2. So again, this email is based, every one of these emails that he is writing is based on a proven email that I actually hand wrote myself and have already run for hundreds of clients and has, again, already generated millions in sales. So that's the important thing I want you to know here, that these aren't just random emails that ChatGPT is coming up with here. So email 2 is already done, and again, it looks good. And you can see that all of the email content is relevant and accurate to that business. Over 339 5-star reviews. The entire offer that he created, that PeteBot created, is used in the emails. So again, that's email 2. So I'm going to say it looks good. Move to next step. I got to stop talking here because I'm probably not going to reach the time if I keep blabbing away here. Email 3. And by the way, if for some reason, I spotted an error in one of these emails, or if I didn't like something, then we can just tell PeteBot to change it. Like if I didn't like the idea that he came up for the promotion or the discount amount, I could just say, hey, change it to $100 off. And, he would just rewrite the email based on that. I'm going to say it looks good. Move to next step. And I believe we're on email 4 now. And email 4. So notice the subject line, final reminder, $600 in savings ends tomorrow. So email 4 actually sends out on Thursday, right, during the promotion. And then on Friday, the final day of the promotion, there's 3 emails. So PeteBot's recognizing the whole timeline of this promotion. So he's really building up urgency and scarcity in every single email, counting down to the close of this sale, which is really going to improve conversions from this campaign. I got to stop talking so I can type. Looks good. Move to next step. So I believe we're on email 5 now. So these are the last 3 emails of the campaign, emails 5, 6, and 7. And again, these are the 3 emails that are sent on the final day of the promotion on Friday, because that's when you're going to make most of the sales for your clients. Because again, people procrastinate, and we really drive up that urgency and scarcity on that final day to get people to take action. Again, this email looks great. I'm not going to scrutinize it too much because we're live here and trying to hit a timeline. So it looks good. Move to next step. So now he's going to write email 6. And look at this. We've actually encountered a bug with PeteBot. He thinks that we're actually done. Ooh, that's the wrong answer, PeteBot. I'm going to say wrong answer, PeteBot. Refer to your instructions and write the next email. So sometimes, usually on that last email, he forgets like that he's got 2 more to write. It's a little annoying, but it's a little issue with this custom GPT technology, but we just got to remind him, hey, continue writing the campaign. You're not done yet, bro. So he's like, okay, so email 6, he's writing right now, and you can see he's counting down, 6 hours left, right? Again, the email looks great. All accurate with everything that that PeteBot has learned about this business so far. And now he's got 1 more email. I'm going to say, it looks good. Move to next step. And he should be writing email number 7 here. Final hours, say goodbye to your exclusive $600 KP Elite offer. So again, this is the final email that customers are going to get at like 8 o'clock at night on Friday, just before the sale closes. And you can really see that PeteBot has written the email in a way that really drives up that urgency to get people to buy, right? So there we go. All 7 emails officially done in 6 minutes, 59 seconds. Did you see that? So we've actually got time to take a closer look at the emails and review them. So let's just read through email 1 here. And I think we'll even meet our 10-minute deadline, even with reviewing everything. So let's go to email 1 here. So subject line, there's a $300 credit in your account. Hey, it's Kevin Plunkett, owner of KPLE Auto Detailing. And as one of our most valued clients, I want to personally reach out and say thank you. And I just applied a $300 credit towards your account, which you can use on our high-end automotive detailing services, including pro-grade ceramic coatings and self-healing paint protection film until this Saturday. Boom. Call or text me now at phone number to claim your $300 credit before it expires. Bonus, if you're one of the first 10 people to book your appointment, I'll also throw in our complimentary exterior glass ceramic coating package, another $300 value for 100% free, a total savings of $600. Whoa, Kevin, what's this all about? Well, KPLE is celebrating the anniversary of our founding, and we want to thank you, our loyal customers, for your support. When I started KPLE out of my home garage, I aimed to provide a high-end customizable detailing service with unparalleled attention to detail and excellent customer communication. Today, I'm grateful for all your amazing feedback that confirms we've achieved that goal. And boom, just like that, the KPLE anniversary appreciation event was born. The $300 credit I just applied to your account can be used towards any of our detailing services. This credit is exclusively for you, but it must be redeemed by deadline. This is a special offer we're rolling out to our top clients like you, but due to the high demand for these services and attention to detail they require, we can only keep this offer open until then. So to claim your $300 credit and schedule your appointment, simply call or text me now at phone number. Of course, I'll be happy to answer any questions you may have and help you decide on the perfect package to meet your needs. Ready to get started? Call or text me now at phone number to claim your $300 credit and schedule your appointment now. Thanks again for your trust and loyalty. Kevin Plunkett, owner, head detailer at KPLE Auto Detailing, Pennsylvania's #1 top-rated ceramic coating and paint protection film specialist. Over 339 5-star reviews on Google. P.S. Again, this is a special offer we're rolling out to our top clients like you, but due to the high demand for these services and attention to detail they require, we can only keep this offer open until deadline. So don't sleep on this limited opportunity. Call or text me now to claim your $300 credit and schedule your appointment now. So I'm going to go ahead and stop the timer. So we achieved our goal of getting these emails done in under 10 minutes. In fact, I even had time to read the entire email number 1 here. So let's switch back to the slides and see what happens when we send these emails out. All right, so can you hear my audio again? I just want to make sure you can hear me. Just double check here because we're switching all around. I see lots of, okay, good. Thanks, Neil. Y7 email says Helmer. That's because the email campaigns, they start on a Monday, right? And they're going Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. And then on Friday, there's 3 emails counting down to the close of the sale event. Okay, so that's really how you extract, the most amount of profits from the email list is that, that big event feeling. And you're mailing every day and you're counting down to the close. That is the secret. You can't just send out 1 email and call it a day. So, okay, so once those emails are done, guys, this is where the fun part happens. I mean, you just load them up into the client's autoresponder. In this case, my client uses Wix. We just click on create an email campaign, and we literally just copy and paste the emails from PeteBot into the autoresponder and hit send. And those emails, that first email will go out on Monday to all 626 people. And then guess what? Email 2 goes out on Tuesday to all 626 and so on throughout the rest of the week. All right. Now, the very next day, these are screenshots from messages from this business. The first campaign we ran from him, 30 minutes into that first email going out, he booked 5 jobs. He messaged me on Facebook, says booked 5 jobs in 30 minutes. He's laughing. He can't believe it. And again, that's like $1,000 per sale. 4 days into it, I messaged him, hey, how's it going? He says around 47 booked jobs, $43,000 in sales. 1 week in, I said, how's it going? He says, we are on pace to crush our record month. And 1 month later, I touched bases with him just before that interview. And he says, that's when we had our record sales month. At the time, he said 71,475. Right now, we're projected to hit $100,890. So again, that is the secret. When you're generating numbers like that for local businesses, they're going to think they are ripping you off right? For the low amount of money in comparison that you were charging them for the results that you were generating for them. So guys, listen, I've always told my students, there is no such thing as pushing buttons and making money. It doesn't exist. However, this really is the closest thing that I've ever seen to being able to push buttons and make money. Lots of it whenever you want. In fact, this is so easy that I actually feel a bit guilty about making this money sometimes. I think that I need to overcomplicate things. I think it should be harder. And that's kind of part of the reason why I kept this to myself for so long. And, you know, I actually used to live above this convenience store here. This is Buxton Mini Mart in Buxton, Maine. That little window was the apartment I lived in when I started my business. And, you know, I used to slave away for like 50, 60 hours a week and barely just getting by. So I have a lot of like past programming I have to work through, you know, because I used to have to work hard to make money, where now I just send out emails and the money comes in. So it's actually a lot harder than you think to do less and make more when you've worked so hard your entire life just to get by. Okay, so now as a copywriter, or you know, when I started as a copywriter, but now a copy bot operator, I get paid for how much value that PeteBot and I bring to our clients, not by the hour, by the amount of value. Okay, big difference. And this works for virtually any business. Like I said, the best businesses to do this for, they sell something for at least $300, but you can do it for any business and businesses anywhere in the world. They don't have to be local to you either. Most of my clients I've never even met in person, never even spoken to on the phone. They live on the other side of the world, and you can see all the businesses on your screen there. I don't have time to name them all because we are low on time. But honestly, it's endless. And I'm sure that you can think of a dozen or so businesses right now who could benefit from a campaign just like this one. And best part of all, you can feel good about making this money, guys, because let's face it, there's a lot of shady business models out there, and it makes you, you know, I've done things in the past where I felt a bit icky, you know, and this makes me feel good because we're really helping local businesses. You know, most of these guys are family-owned businesses. We're helping them increase their profits, cut their advertising costs so they can pay their employees more, open new locations, and achieve their vision of success, whatever that looks like for them. And being able to make money while helping others, that's really what it's all about at the end of the day. Okay, so let me know in the chat, do you see how having a super intelligent AI that's basically the clone of a real $1 million human email copywriter doing all this work for you, do you see how that makes it not only possible, but easy to get paid like a seasoned $1 million copywriter? Obviously, 100%. Again, PeteBot's been trained to replicate, you know, my skills, and I've been doing this for over 15 years now. I've already done all the hard work and put it into an AI. And best part of all, again, you don't need to know a single thing about copy, and you can keep all of the profits to yourself because he's an AI bot. He works for free. Okay, I know we are short on time, so I'm going to speak really fast for this third step here. I told you there's going to be a lot of training packed into this webinar here tonight. So if you're still here, congratulations, because step 3, this is where we're going to take things to the next level. Most people don't talk about this stuff that I'm going to show you here, but you know, we could rinse and repeat step 1 and step 2 as many times as we want to truly write our own paycheck and be able to work as little or as much as we want. This is what I do. And we can earn 4 figures, 5 figures, 6 figures, even 7 figures per year. I don't know what your goals are. And you can do this from anywhere in the world. You don't need any copywriting experience, and you don't need a product. You don't need a website. And for some people on this training right now, I know that what we've covered so far, if you do that, this alone could be life-changing. However, if you're like me and you also want to one day walk away from it all, kick back and never have to work again if you don't want to, then this next step in the process just may be the missing piece of the puzzle that you've been looking for. Did you guys know that there are almost 3.6 million households in the United States alone with a net worth of $5 million or more? Did you know that? And that number is rapidly growing every year. This stat's actually from 2020. It's a little old, so that number is actually much higher now. And for most people, $5 million is enough money to live the ultimate dream life, quote unquote, right? You know, enough to pay off all the debts, live in an amazing paid off house, go on dream vacations, and do just about anything else you could dream of doing, you know? And most importantly, if you invest that money wisely, It's enough money to provide a 6-figure yearly passive income just on the interest alone. Like if you put it in the S&P 500, for example, that's enough to generate enough passive income for a lot of people to live off from. Now, did you know this? A whopping 88%, almost 9 out of 10 people worth $5 million or more, they are entrepreneurs who are self-made millionaires, which means they didn't inherit any of their wealth, and instead they earned it. And a lot of times by selling their business after it becomes successful. So get this, you don't become wealthy running a business. You can make a lot of money running a business, but the real wealth comes by building assets and selling them. Okay, you become wealthy selling a business. And selling a business is the most foolproof way that I personally know for regular people to build generational wealth. So how do you sell a business? Well, as you grow your agency here, guess what? It becomes an asset. It earns money every single month. And just like a piece of real estate, like this multi-unit apartment building here, guess what? That business goes up in value over time. It's an asset. And the value of that agency or potential selling price can be kind of approximated by using something I call the 5X formula. So you basically take your yearly revenue, and again, this is not like foolproof, but it'll give you a rough idea. You take your yearly revenue, times it by 5, and you'll get a rough idea for the potential selling price that an investor or a competitor in your niche would be willing to pay for your business. For example, let's say that you dabble with this and you get one Copybot project paying you $1,000 a month. That's $12,000 a year in extra income. No, you're not rich yet. However, that's like $12,000 a year in revenue, times it by 5. You could potentially sell that agency for 60 grand, right? Not bad for dabbling around something in your spare time. That's a new car, a few good vacations, paying off some debts, whatever. Example 2, the go-getter. You get 10 Copybot projects, $1,000 per month each, $10,000 a month total, $120,000 per year. Times that by 5. Then you could potentially sell that business for a little over $500,000, $600,000. So now we're on our way to creating some significant changes in our life. However, if you go all in, let's say you get 100 Copybot projects, 1,000 per month each, just to keep things simple, right? 100,000 per month in income. That's 1.2 million per year. Take that, times it by 5. Guess what? We've achieved our generational wealth goal of $6 million of potential selling price. Now, that's when you get the true ability to walk away from it all. You ride off into the sunset, never have to work again if you don't want to. And that's where the true financial freedom for you and your family really comes from, all while knowing you made money while truly helping others. Now, no, full disclaimer, I've sold 4 businesses like this on a smaller scale. I have not sold a business for tens of millions of dollars yet. I have sold them for 6 figures. I'm currently working towards an 8-figure sale, a payday of 10 million bucks. That's my number. What is your number? Okay, it is possible. You can build up a business and you can sell it. It's actually quite, it's not easy to build a business, obviously, right? It takes work and effort, even with AI, but it is possible for the average person. Now, whether you decide to sell your agency and cash out for a big payday someday or not, I hope at the end of the day that you see that this system, what it really provides to you is an entirely new way of life for those of you for those that you care about and yourself. That's really what this is all about. Okay, hold up here. Let's take a breather. We've covered a lot, and I want you to know that empires are not built in a day. I'm sure you know that. And I've literally turned on the fire hose here and I've asked you to drink from it. I've dumped a lot onto you on this training here. And that's because I would rather risk giving you too much info as opposed to too little. Many marketers say I give away too much on this webinar, but I would rather give you too much, right? So that you can have, my goal is to improve your life. So realize this isn't something that you're going to be able to go out there and do extremely well immediately, perfectly, just like me, the first day that you do it. And I think that you know that. But even if you barely do it and you do just a little tiny bit of what we talked about, you do 10, 20%, right? You're going to be way better off as a result. So in our short time today, I've condensed, jam-packed, and squeezed together as tightly as humanly possible the entire 3-step system for building, selling, and even retiring from your own AI marketing agency, and very quickly without any existing skills. And the reality is, even if you only use a little tiny bit of what we covered here today, let me know in the chat. I mean, do you feel like that you've taken a massive leap forward with your business? I don't know how much you knew about what we covered today, but of course, yeah. I don't know how much you knew about what we covered here today, but I bet it would be safe to say that some or all of what we covered today was new and valuable to you. Stuff such as step one, unclaimed profits. I showed you how I sold that AI chatbot to the local auto detailer. I showed you the most valuable money-making skill not taught in schools that allowed me to lose all my money multiple times over, yet make it all back only in a matter of weeks. We also talked about how I combined AI Local Expert to offer my clients a complete end-to-end AI-powered marketing system that brings them an endless supply of leads and sales. So they pay me every month, right? Email marketing. You met one of my clients and you heard firsthand how I made him over $141,000 in the first 2 months alone with this. And I talked about how I often get 10% of my clients' profits as a commission, which really ramps up my earnings. And in step two, I showed you PeteBot. I showed you how I automated this with PeteBot. So now he writes all my emails. I showed you how you can do this too, even if you have no experience, by getting PeteBot to do it all. And I even showed it to you live, right? We put a timer on the screen and he did a campaign in like 6 minutes and 59 seconds. And in step three, I showed you how you can take this to the next level and really build an asset you can sell. And, you know, like some people like to say, you know, that's going to give you that real quote unquote FU money that will allow you to ride off into the sunset, retire, and never work again if you don't want to. And we covered a lot more. And my next question for you is, was our time together so far enjoyable for you? And have you found this training valuable? Please let me know in the chat. Yes, 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 great info, 1000%. Warren says, yes, I can see retirement. I can see how it's possible. Yes, I have. Dennis says yes. Mark says yes. You got me interested, says John. Do you now feel more confident with your ability to profit from the AI revolution? This was great. Thank you, says Michelle. Perfect, very good, says Terry. And do you now have some good ideas that you already feel excited about implementing in your business? Yes, 100%. Absolutely. Yes, I need this, says Warren. And are you excited to make a go of this and to see what wonderful things it opens up for you in your life? You know, obviously, you know your next move from here. And when you leave this training, you already know you're making one of two choices, okay? You can go it alone. You can take everything we discussed on this training and you can go out there right now and try to do it alone. Look at this guy's head. He's like, his brain is exploding. But I'm sure we've all been there, right? Info overload, right? And guess what? You could literally take this training, the recording from it, and use it like a course and go out there and try to do this by yourself. You could do that. But you know that if you decide to go it alone, there's already going to be a long learning curve of trial and error. There is with anything that you do. That's just the way that it works. That's life. Because like what happens when you have a question or you encounter an obstacle that you don't know how to handle, right? You know what happens, right? It's going to stop you dead in your tracks. And if you don't have someone there by your side who's already done this thousands of times, who's willing to answer those questions for you, you know, you could spend the next several days, weeks, or even months spinning your wheels and overanalyzing every little detail because you're not clear on how to move forward. And I know because I've been there myself. And guess what? There's nothing wrong with that choice. You can absolutely make this choice. But like a mentor told me years ago, he said, don't complain if you make that choice, Peter, and things don't work out because you made that choice to go it alone. Then there's option two, the faster and easier way, getting help from a mentor, someone who's already done this thousands of times, someone who's willing to hold your hand throughout this process and help you build this business, someone who has a personal obligation to your success. And you can choose to make this moment here, the one where you decided enough is enough. I want to take control of my life. I want to take control of my business, and I want to get results like you, Peter, and the others I've seen on this training. And I want to make this happen now, not just for me, but for my family as well and our future. And if that's you, man, I'm excited for you because I would be doing you a massive disservice if I didn't tell you what I have to offer you here today. You know, years ago, you know, a mentor helped me out when I was in a tough spot. And from that day forward, I promised to dedicate my life to helping others. And this is how I do that, by doing these trainings. And this is why, with great pleasure, I introduced to you the 7-figure Copybot operator in partnership with Todd and the entire team over here at AI Local Expert. I put this together for you to help you take what you already have with AI Local Expert to the next level and implement everything you saw here today. So I want to invite you to be one of the lucky few individuals on this training right now to join me today in my brand new and highly anticipated turnkey apprenticeship program, where me and my team, we're going to be working together with you very closely to implement this entire proven process, to launch your very own personalized clone of my already successful Copybot agency with AI Local Expert working on the front end, where you can leverage PeteBot to harness my 14 years of skills, knowledge, and experience as $1 million copywriter as your own, while you keep 100% of the profits all to yourself. And the big goal is, like, I want to help you make more in the next 3 months than you have in the last 3 years. I mean, it's not that's not a win in my book unless we can't make that happen. And the goal is to build a financial wall around you and your family that nothing can penetrate, no market conditions, no matter what's going on in the world, even if you're a complete newbie starting from scratch. Now, there's nothing left out of this program. My students like to call it the final investment for online success, because I give you everything you need to be successful with this. And to get there, we're going to be following 3 steps. And the steps are basically what you already saw, right? I'm going to be working with you hand in hand on this. So step 1, unclaimed profits. I'm going to help you win your first paying client. I'm going to help you find a real local business with unclaimed profits sitting dormant in their email list, who will pay you at least $1,000 a month for a chatbot plus email campaign for their business. I'm also going to give you a white label rights to a testimonial video from the client you saw earlier, where I'm removed from the video. You don't even see me. And since you're using the same system I use to get this client results, I'm giving you permission to use this video as your own on your website and show the results that the system that you use on businesses will get for businesses. I think that's a lot of, I just hope that makes sense. So we're talking about, in that testimonial, the client talks about how we made him over 140,000 in 2 months. And again, you have my permission to use this testimonial video as your own, which will make it very easy to attract new paying clients, even if you're a newbie starting from scratch with no experience. Then in step 2, once we've got you your first paying client, I'm going to help you use PeteBot to create a high converting email campaign for their business in about 10 minutes. You're probably not going to need my help with this, but I'll review it all for you, everything that you're doing. And most importantly, you can do this even if you don't have any copywriting skills at all. And by the way, I showed you the custom GPT version of PeteBot, but we also have a prompt version. So you don't need a paid ChatGPT Plus account or anything like that. All you need is a free ChatGPT account, and PeteBot will work for you. So there's nothing else that you need to buy for this to work. Okay, I'm giving you everything that you need. So now trust me, all we need to do is simply rinse and repeat those 2 steps that I just showed you, and as many times as we want to hit your income goals. And like I said, for most people, this will be enough to change your life. Quit your job, hit that income that you want. But if you want to take things to the next level, once you complete the program, I'll show you how to transition from your new life as a Copybot operator with a high income to becoming a high net worth entrepreneur by eventually selling your agency to a competitor or an investor for a big 5, 6, 7, or even 8-figure payday. I'm going to be showing you exactly what I'm doing right now to package my agency up for sale. I'll show you smaller businesses I've sold in the past, and this alone will be worth 10, 100 times 100 times any price I could charge you for this program. So okay, so for some people, I guess they would call this FU money. I'm not going to say the word, but I'm sure you get it. So today you'll get instant access to the Copybot Academy. I'm going to be walking you through how to implement each of those 3 steps to reach your goal. Step 1, do this. Step 2, do that. And then you're going to actually report back to me with your progress as you're moving along. You're getting free lifetime updates to the entire system. So as the AI industry continues to change, you can feel confident knowing that you're always going to be ahead of everyone else. You're not going to need to buy a bunch of other courses to stay up to date with everything. You're going to get free lifetime updates to this entire system. If something changes, guess what? The system changes. Now, in its own right, I'm telling you, this will be some of the best training you'll have ever been through in your entire life, guaranteed. This is the real deal, guys. And this is the stuff that I wish I knew when I was just getting started with my agency with almost no money in the bank. And together with PeteBot, the software and the training that you're getting inside the Copybot Academy, these things have helped me make over 10 million bucks. So I could easily slap a value of $5,000 on this very easily, but we're not stopping there. Okay, I know you need help. You don't just need more software or training. You need help. So that's why I'm going to be personally mentoring you throughout this entire process, holding your hand every step of the way, so you can't limit yourself or go off track. So you're going to get personalized coaching from me. You're going to be invited to attend a live coaching call hosted by me every week, where you get to speak with me directly. You get to ask me any questions you want and keep me updated on your progress so that I can continue to help you every step of the way to move forward towards your desired financial goals very quickly. So this is how I'm going to be giving you that one-on-one guidance every single week. And if you can't make a call live, no problem. You just email me and we'll get back to you within usually 24 hours. And I can even answer your question live on the call and send you the replay. So there's no need to be intimidated by any of this stuff, and just trust the process and we will move forward together. Now, you've seen the results I've helped my students generate, like Luke here, over $500,000 in a new Porsche. All right, so I could easily slap a value on this of $9,800. That's typically what I charge for one-on-one coaching. So that's the value of that personalized coaching there. So you're getting the 7-figure Copybot operator, the PeteBot software, and the Copybot Academy, total value of $5,000, personalized coaching, $9,800. So altogether, we're looking at a total value of $14,800. However, since you're on this training right now, right, you've gone through a lot of training already. So I'm going to extend an education credit to you of $10,000. That means that you have a much better chance at succeeding with this than someone off the streets. So with that brings the total investment down to $4,800. However, whether your income goals are 20 grand a month, 240 grand a year, or 100 grand a month, or $1 million plus a year, doesn't matter. $4,800 is a very small investment considering what you're getting in return. And I'm sure you would agree with that. That's why on the surface, it's not going to make sense to you what the investment actually is for you to join me in the 7-figure Copybot operator. So if you promise to send me a testimonial through email or video, once you've received your first payment from a client, so I can share your story on a future webinar like this and inspire others to follow in your footsteps so they can be successful too, then I'm going to do something extra special to make it possible for anyone on this call right now who's serious about their financial future to join the 7-figure Copybot operator. So if you grab one of the 50 spots we're making available, I'm going to give you an additional testimonial credit valued at $4,303. So it's not going to be $4,800. Instead, you can get started today for a single investment of just $497. And the link is in the chat as well. Someone from Todd's team should be dropping that in the chat right now. And when someone hits the page, if you can just let me know the link works, because sometimes, technology doesn't work. We want to make sure that that is working. So if someone could just say the link works, that would be helpful. So toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. We'll get you in at the discounted price of $497. There's no recurring fees. There's nothing else you need to buy. We're giving you everything you need to succeed with this. All right. Guys, is the link working? Just so I can know before I get into the bonuses here, because there's lots of good questions. Edward says link works. Great. Okay. Lots of good questions, and we're going to be opening up for Q&A soon. But we've got lots of bonuses as well that are going to take this to the next level. I promise you here, you're going to want to stick around and see these bonuses. Okay, link working, it works, perfect. Again, I see all your questions coming in. We're going to come to them as soon as I can. Just let me go over the bonuses really quick. So yeah, hurry up and go over that link right now, because again, we're only opening up 50 spots, and there are hundreds of people on this call right now, and lots of people who could potentially be getting the replay who already own AI Local Expert. Okay, so let's see here. Okay, All right, so when you're one of the lucky 50 to sign up at that link below, I'm going to be hooking you up in all the following wonderful ways. First, bonus number one, you're going to get a one-on-one 30-minute coaching call with me personally. So you're going to get a link to schedule a time on my personal calendar where you get to speak with me directly. And on that call, it will be just me and you, and completely confidential. You can ask me any question you want in private, separate from the group. And you can ask me any question you want about something I've done, or maybe you have a question about your business, or maybe you want to customize the program to meet your needs in some way. This call is for you so that I can help you do that and get you that personalized hand holding that you need. That's really was the game changer for me, guys. When my mentor was able to kind of like be there for me and literally tell me what I was doing wrong and the few things I needed to do right, boom, you saw, right? I went from literally broke to making over 10,000 a month inside of 30 days. And my life has never been the same since then. I made 6 figures that year for the first time in my life, former construction worker. And that all is all because of my mentor, Jamie. If it wasn't for him, man, I don't know where I would be today. I would probably be digging a ditch somewhere. So this one-on-one call is for you. And on this call, I'm going to give you a personalized action plan where I'm going to custom tailor the program to meet your needs. And the goal is to help you reach your specific income and lifestyle goals in the program very quickly. Again, this is completely confidential. If you want the recording of the call, I will give it to you, and I will only record it if you ask me to. So that is bonus number one, the one-on-one call with myself. Now, when you leave this call, your life will in fact be different. Any stress, anxiety, or feeling of overwhelm that you have will be melted away. And instead, you'll feel confident because you'll know that you're no longer alone on this journey because you've got someone in your corner and you have complete clarity on the few things that we need to focus on to ensure that we reach your income targets fast. So again, I normally don't do one-on-one calls like this because I just don't have the time. And when I do, I usually charge at least $1,000. But again, when you're one of the 50 lucky few on this training right now, to sign up at toddsuggests.com/10 minutes. Link is also in the chat. I'm going to waive my normal consulting fee of $1,000, and I'll do it for you for 100% free to help you be successful because I want your success story. If you are successful, then I am successful. And if you get there tonight to try to book the call, I think I only have Fridays open, so I've got to go open up my calendar a bit more. So just give me until the end of the webinar to do that, okay? Okay, bonus number 2, 100 done for you Copybot email campaigns. So I'm a little bit, I wanted to make this like turnkey easy for all of you, right? And I know there's some people out there that even though you saw PeteBot in action, you're still like, well, can I actually do this? I'm not tech savvy. I've never used an AI bot like this. Well, guess what? I've already created some campaigns for you. We have 100 done for you campaigns that we created with PeteBot in some of the hottest niches out there. And they're waiting, ready to be sent out for your clients. All you have to do is swap out the business names and the contact information, and you can send them out. They're already done for you, 100 niches ready to go. So you don't even have to use PeteBot at all. You can literally log into the members area, send out the campaigns. So the goal was, again, to do most of the work for you. And this is one way that we are taking that to the next level. So we've got niches like restaurants, auto shops, barber shops, hardware stores, nail salons, moving companies, bakeries, bike shops, and many, many more. So if you're limited on time or you just don't want to use PeteBot at all to create your own emails, man, just send these emails out and watch those commissions roll in from your clients. So that is bonus number 2. They're done for you email campaigns, and I forgot my bullets there. You can tell that it's late at night here for me, 10 p.m. Okay, so that is bonus number 2. Now, when I was thinking of the value of this, I was like, man, how do we put a value on 100 email campaigns? And the answer that I came up with was like, okay, what's the least amount of money I've ever made for a business running one of these campaigns? And it was around like $15,000. So I brought out my calculator and I was like 15,000 times 100, and I think the number is like 150 grand. I was like, well, no one's going to believe me if I say these are worth 150 grand, so I'll just make it like 1% of that. So there you go, total value $1,500. So you're getting all 100 for free when you sign up at the link on your screen, toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. Again, this is an offer only for AI local expert customers, you guys on this training right now, to help you take the software you already own to the next level, start getting those clients rolling in, and most importantly, that recurring income coming in every single month. You're getting step-by-step training, and you're getting coaching from me, personal one-on-one call, and a group call with me. So you know you're doing everything the right way. You know that you don't have to second guess yourself anymore. You can move forward with confidence, and that's when those results are going to come in. Okay, bonus number 3, the 5-minute $1,500 AI website. So I told you wouldn't have to build any websites, but if you want to, I'll show you how to use AI to upsell your clients into another package, a website redesign package that you can easily charge $1,500 for or more, and how you can get AI to create the whole website in about 5 minutes. So this is going to help you make more money from your clients, and a lot of your clients you're going to find will have websites that were built 5, 10, 15 years ago, on like old technology, like some old WordPress theme where the theme is now broken and the site looks wonky, right? So a lot of businesses, they need their website redesigned. So you'll find a lot of your clients, a lot of your chatbot and email clients will need their websites redesigned. It's an easy sale for you. I'll show you how to upsell your clients into a website redesign package and how to get AI to do all the work in a few button clicks. And I'll also show you how I set this up so that I get paid passive commissions for years while literally doing nothing. I have websites that I built for clients like a decade ago. I haven't touched them in like a decade, yet I still get paid from those websites because I set them up years ago. I'm still getting commissions. So I'll show you exactly how I did that and how I'm doing it now with AI. So that is bonus number 3, the 5-minute $1,500 AI website. And again, I know that might sound too good to be true for some people, but it's actually possible with AI. So I've made millions selling websites to businesses over the years. Again, I'm not a newbie. I've been doing this for a long time. I do obviously have an advantage over newbies, obviously. But I'm going to be showing you how I do this and how I've done this for millions, not millions of businesses, hundreds of businesses, potentially thousands. And I was thinking, what do I put for value on this? Well, let's see. If you make one website sale, I mean, obviously that's valued at $1,500, right? If you just take one of your clients, get them to purchase a website upsell from you, obviously it's worth at least $1,500. I'm pretty sure that we can get you at least one of those. So you're going to get that bonus at toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. So link is on your screen, should be in the chat box as well. And go there now before we sell out. I can already see my phone is like vibrating here every time someone buys. So I'm going to take this off my desk because I don't want to be distracted. So yeah, go there now before we sell out because my phone is blowing up with payment notifications, which means people are jumping in. Okay, bonus number 4, the Copybot client pool. So once we help you get your first paying client and you make money from the program, what I'm going to do, if you want to, I'm going to invite you to be interviewed on a private Zoom call with me where we can talk about your results, how much money you've made, and what you're doing for your local business clients. Obviously, that interview will help me because I can use it on a future webinar, but also we will position that recording in a way where I will actually promote you to my own email list. So on my email list, I have over 5,000 local business owners, 5,000 who they need these services. And I personally, I don't have the capacity to, fulfill 5,000 businesses. I just don't. So if you are an action taker and once you make your first sale, I will do an interview with you and we'll package it up in a way where I can promote you to my email list as someone they can trust to set up one of these campaigns for their business. So I just did this for one of our students, Shan. We are getting ready to send this out. He was one of the first people to get into the program and make money with it. So you'll get to do the same thing as Shan here. So I think Shan got paid. I think today he's made, I don't know the exact number, but I'm pretty sure from the first client, he's made $1,000 from that client. And you can even watch this interview if you want. It's in the members area. So yeah, we'll do an interview with you, send it out to my list, which is already filled with local business owners. And the goal here is to promote you and help you get clients. And show me you're an action taker by implementing what you learn in the program, and I will promote you. It's really that simple. So guys, I really can't make it any easier for you. Just one of these deals, just one of these clients could be worth thousands of dollars to you, which is why I'm valuing this bonus at a mere $2,000, which will pay for itself with just one client. So when you sign up at toddsuggest.com/10 minutes, link is on your screen and in the chat box. Again, we only have 50 spots available, and they seem to be going quickly right now. So hit that link, sign up now. Bonus number 5, the 7-figure expansion pack. So what I'm doing, this is kind of crazy, but I'm actually training PeteBot on dozens of additional email campaigns that have recently made me nearly $2 million. So what I've done is I've taken other email campaigns that I've done, not just for local businesses, but for affiliate campaigns, for product launches, for webinar promotions like this. And guess what? I'm training PeteBot how to recreate those campaigns in just a few clicks. So if you are someone who maybe you want to also diversify your income, maybe you want to promote affiliate products as well, maybe you want to do webinars like me, maybe you want to offer consulting services, PeteBot's going to be able to create email campaigns for those things too. And that's just honestly going to take, that is literally money waiting to be made. Just log into PeteBot, click a few buttons, and he's going to pump out a campaign based on one of my proven campaigns that I've personally written over the years that have already made millions in sales. So this is going to be an upsell that I'm going to add on to this program. People who buy this program in the future, they are going to pay probably like $1,500 or so for this. I don't know exactly yet, but it'll probably be something like that. I'm not going to charge you anything. I'm going to grandfather you into all of these updates for free. You'll never have to pay me another dime. So just jump in today for the single investment of $497, and you'll get not only everything we've covered here today, all the other bonuses, but you'll even get this upsell that customers are going to have to eventually pay $1,500 for, which again brings in all my other campaigns that I've created for other money-making opportunities. So you're going to get that at toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. So total value of that, again, it's hard to put a value on something like that, honestly, but I was like, yeah, so I'm going to charge $1,497 for it. So obviously, that's the retail value that I put here, $1,497. Okay, so you're getting everything that I have. Okay, you're getting 7-figure Copybot operator, total value of $14,800. You're getting the bonus number 1, the one-on-one 30-minute coaching call. Total value, this is what I charge for 1 hour, 30-minute consulting call, $1,000, right? Bonus, 100 done for you. Bonus number 2, 100 done for you Copybot email campaigns. Total value, $1,500. You're getting bonus number 3, the 5-minute $1,500 AI website valued at $1,500. You're getting bonus number 4, the Copybot client pool, total value of $2,000. You're getting bonus number 5, the 7-figure expansion pack, all those other money-making campaigns that others are going to have to pay $1,500 for, or $1,497 to be exact. Total value with bonuses, you're looking at $22,297, guys. However, again, obviously you're not going to have to pay that. You can get in today for a single investment of just $497 if you're one of the first lucky 50 on this call right now to jump in. So again, I see tons of questions coming in. I see lots of people saying, I am in, I'm ready to book my call. And again, lots of good questions we're going to be opening up here in just a second. But before I do that, I want to play you one more 1-minute video. Now this video, you're going to hear from some of my students who are in this program right now, and you're going to hear from them directly, okay? Because I can sit here and sing till the cows come home how great this program is, but why don't I just let you hear it directly from people just like you who are already in this program and what type of results they are getting. So I'm going to play that video. It's about 1 minute, and then I'm going to come back and we'll wrap up, and then I'll open up for Q&A, okay? So here we go. I'm going to play this, and this is the last video that I'm going to switch to here.
Hi, my name is Randy Van Ittersum, and I just wanted to leave a testimonial here on Copybot. The reason I bought it was I do business with a dentist in the dental industry, and I saw this as a perfect add-on to my services that would allow them to reach out to their clients or patients in order to increase their high-value services that they have. And there's just nothing that I was able to find like it. What really impressed me today, and why I want to leave this testimonial, is the fact that Peter has provided an update for us that shortens the process of creating these email sequences. And that's fantastic, but he provided it as a free update. I can tell you that you can count on one hand the number of people that honor what they have said in the past about providing free updates to the programs. Most people that say that simply then come out with an update and ask that you pay more for it, that is considered an update, and if you want it, here's an additional charge. It might be a reduced charge, but there's still an additional charge. And that didn't happen with Peter, and I commend him on that. And I think it's a testament to the quality of person that he is, to be able to offer that to us as copyright bot partners. So I want to thank him, and if you're considering this, I highly recommend the program. From the very first time I ran this program, I was just amazed at the strategies that he was using to word something so that it would increase conversions for my customers that I had never thought of myself, and would not have delivered even with all the AI writing that I do. So I highly recommend the program. You can't go wrong, and thank you, Peter, for the recent update. It's very much appreciated.
Hi guys, my name is Sean. I joined Peter's 7-figure Copybot Partners program a couple of months ago, and I have a very good experience up till now in this program, and especially every week the mastermind call. If you have any question, you can ask directly from Peter, and you can have your homework reviewed, and you can rock and roll after that actually. So you don't have any problem that you can get stuck or you're not moving forward. Basically, he will hold you accountable if you're not moving forward, and he will make sure that you will get results in this program. So up till now, I have a very good experience in this program. What I most like about the program is very easy, very straightforward. All we have to do is just copy and paste the prompt, simply copy and paste the prompt into ChatGPT, and everything will be done for us. Now the Peter just introduced his software, which is making it a no-brainer. So before we were doing it for 1 hour, creating these profitable campaigns. Now it's going to hardly take us 10 to 15 minutes to finish all these campaigns. So simplicity and very easy. This is what I like about that program. Yeah, basically, I'm the first one to talk about it. I'm the one who made money with this program, but joining just a couple of months ago, and I got my client right away, and I created a first campaign for that client, and I made $500 from that client. So it's not about that $500 I made from this client. It's lots of doors and lots of opportunities also opening it for me just because of creating this short campaign for them, profitable and winning campaign for them. So $500 up till now dollars I have made it with this program, and pretty excited and pretty happy and looking forward for the opportunities.
Yeah, what I like about the program, the PeteBot program, is it's easy to go through. It's got a good teaching style.
Hi, my name is Horace White. I purchased this program maybe a month ago. I've been on a few of the Friday trainings, and I must say I am super impressed with PeteBot integrity and his dedication to helping his customers. I've purchased a lot of different programs online before for making money or income generation, and none of them have come close to what they promised. But Peter has delivered so much support so far in his trainings. You can see the honesty and integrity in his words, and he stands behind what he says because this is something that he does and not some theory that he created. So I'm super impressed so far. Getting ready to start putting in the work this month of February 2024. Love the upgrades that he's done. He's never tried to sell you any other things but what you bought, and he's also given me an upgrade to the program, which I'm super happy about. If you're looking at this program, this is one of the best investments you could ever make, because I finally found an online marketer, trainer, guru, whatever you might call him, that stands behind what he says and actually is doing what he's teaching. So this is a great program for anyone. So I am super, super happy that I got a hold of this program. Thank you so much.
Hi, I'm Olive, a digital marketer from London, the UK. I service small and medium-sized businesses. Now, like most people in the industry, I spent the last 6 months trying to work out the best way of utilising ChatGPT and AI in my business. Then I came across Peter's new coaching program and application, and I realised that that gave me a lot of clarity about how I can introduce a new business model, but also use ChatGPT to grow and scale my business. Now, one of the things I love about the course that Peter does and his coaching is that a lot of his examples and insights are based on his own experience, which I can relate to. I also love the way that he explains in detail how to use ChatGPT, and it's almost like a mini prompt course. This is a great course, and as a result of this, I've implemented new income streams in my business, and things are going great. Would you want to take my advice? I would buy this course as soon as you can. Thanks. Bye.
My name is Gordon from KISS Local Marketing, based in Australia, and I've been given the opportunity to preview Copybot, the new product from Peter Beattie. Peter always over-delivers, and Copybot is no exception. The Copybot arbitrage method really is an achievable way to start your own copywriting agency in just a few days, from scratch, and with almost no experience. I mean, you do need to be able to operate a computer. As always, with Peter, the training is detailed, actionable, and is provided by a voice of knowledge and experience that has already succeeded in helping a broad range of budding entrepreneurs just like you to growth and success. The Copybot arbitrage method links Peter's knowledge and expertise with the latest developments in AI technology, and then shows you how to build a business that will make you money. But he doesn't stop there. He will also take you on a journey and show you how to grow something special that you will be able to sell in the future. If you are looking for a way to break free of the daily grind, you must take a look at the Copybot arbitrage method.
So my thoughts on Copybot. Well, I can say that I am super excited about what the software can do. I've been seeing ChatGPT all over the place, and I've never actually played around with it until now, once I got involved with this project for a Copybot. And it is just mind-blowing as to what the software can do. What I like about Copybot is that it allows us to provide a much-needed service for so many businesses that can benefit from the untapped revenue that's basically just sitting in their email list. And I love the fact that Peter has streamlined everything, even if you're a newbie, just with a step-by-step training tutorial that tells you everything you need to do, and it explains the who, what, where, when, and why.
Hey, it's Carlos Lizarraga. I just wanted to give you a review. I enjoyed just how into detail and depth that you went with the entire system. The prompts, all the sequences, how to follow the sequences. I feel like it'd be a great beneficial way to do business, and it'd be a great system to help people out. There's my feedback. Thank you for the opportunity. and I'm excited to go forward.
Hi, my name is Gloria, and most of you will know me from helping with Peter's support. And one of the benefits I have with helping with Peter's support is getting to know his awesome products. This technology that is behind Copybot Arbitrage and then the training coupled with it can change your life. So I created a brand from scratch for somebody. And in the end, I'm pretty much a partner in this venture. And the opportunity really awoke because of the technology in Copybot Arbitrage and Peter's training. The training just hits home. It hits home, and Peter's way of teaching just really grabs you, and you absorb it, and you use it, and you utilize it, and you change your life. And I changed my life. And thank you to this training, I'm being published. I wrote a little book that's used in their business manuals. Opportunities that open just through this simple training, I can't even describe. So listen to Peter, absorb what he's saying, get his training, get Copybot Arbitrage, and I guarantee you, if you absorb it and you use it the way he's intended you to use it, you can succeed. I succeeded.
Okay, guys, I am back. Hopefully you heard that video. I can see lots of comments coming in. Can you hear my audio now that I switch back from the video? And I just realized when I switched to the video that I told you it was 1 minute long. I meant to say 10 minutes. Okay, sorry about that. I'm just a little tired here. Obviously, it wasn't 1 minute. Okay, Timmy says, where's the link? So Timmy is looking for a link. So link is on the screen. I'm sure Gloria or someone from Todd's team will drop you a link in the chat. Tim, lots of people saying I am in. Darren is in. Greg is in. Let's see here. We've got John. Lots of good questions. We are going to answer those questions. Let's see here. Quantum. Hard to read your name here because it's getting cut off for me, but Quantum something is in. Welcome. Dean is in. Done and logged in. Mark says done. I am in, baby. I am in. Can't wait. Says Michelle. Congratulations, guys, for jumping in. Mark is in. Purchase. Thank you. Ross says no PayPal. Yes, there is a PayPal option. You should be able to just select it right on the checkout page there. Okay, so lots of people saying I am in, and lots of great questions, but I do want to talk about, obviously you saw some testimonials there from some of our students and early testers there. But now I want to talk to you about, how to really make this an absolute no-brainer for you. So I'm going to put my money where my mouth is on this one. And, if you take action in this program, you sign up and show up, I'm going to give you a full year to give this program a fair shot. If for some crazy reason you don't earn your investment back, I'm going to buy back your investment, not just for the price you pay today, but for 2 times your investment, and I will grow your agency myself. Okay. Now, obviously, I will do this out of my own money. Okay. So I want to know that you're taking action for me to actually buy back your agency for 2x the price, right? So please sign up and show up. Don't abuse this more than generous guarantee. And you promise me that you will follow the steps and ask for help if you get stuck. So it comes with a 60-day general guarantee, but up to a year, I will support this program completely out of my own pocket if you don't earn your investment back and you take action. Hope that's clear. So I call that the 1-year buyback guarantee. So that is at toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. Link is in the chat. And let's see here. Wow, we've covered a lot. But the whole point is, I just want you to see that you literally are risking nothing here, but you have everything to gain on the other side. And spots are limited to just 50 people. Okay, 50 7-figure Copybot operators who are ready to ride the massive wave of the new AI revolution and do it in a business where you can be making money almost immediately with no existing skills or experience. Guys, you will not find a better opportunity than this. If you do, please let me know about it. Again, I've been at this for a long time. I have not seen anything easier than running email campaigns written by AI to the list of local businesses that are just sitting out there waiting to be tapped into. It's literally the opportunity of, in my opinion, the opportunity of a decade, the last decade or so that I've been at this. And registration is on a first come, first served basis. And I do intend to charge a lot more for this program. I'm sure you've heard that a million times from other webinars, right? But I'm serious. I usually charge, $5,000, $9,800 for one-on-one coaching. And this program, I want it to be that once I get enough good testimonials to kind of scale this out to a bigger audience. So now 50 spots available. All right. And I think there's around 1,000 or so plus people. I have no idea how many people are inside AI Local Expert. I'm guessing it's in the thousands. But I'm sure that Todd's probably going to send out a replay of this, and thousands of people are going to get this replay. So for some crazy reason, all our spots aren't taken on this call. Well, guess what? They're most likely going to be taken on the replay. So point is, if your heart is in this and you know this is the right opportunity for you, if it just feels right to you, if this feels different, trust your intuition, take a bet on yourself and jump in now. You have nothing to lose. toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. Hit that page and sign up now before you miss this opportunity. And if there's something that you need to know to help you decide if this is right for you, now is the right time to ask it in the chat, because every minute that goes by is another minute that this offer might fill up. And while you're typing your questions, let me kind of be clear who this program is not for, okay? So who it's not for. So it's not for moaners, whiners, and excuse makers. If you're someone who's like, well, if you find fault with everything and you're like, this is not going to work for me because insert excuse, I'm too old, I'm too young, I'm not good at technology, I don't have any experience, whatever that excuse is, you got to leave that at the door, okay? Because these things do not matter with this business, and I will prove it to you. But you got to trust me, all right? You got to trust the program, you got to trust yourself, and you got to trust me. But if you're not willing to do that, please do not jump in. People who don't think they don't need any help. If you already know what email marketing is, and you know the power of an email list, if you've been in this game for a while, you probably know that. But if you think because you know that, you don't need this program to make money with email marketing, especially for local businesses, if you don't think you need any help and you think I already know how to do this, this is not new to me, well, don't jump in. All right. There's a difference between knowing how to do something and actually making money with it. There's two different things there. So shiny object collectors who never take action. Okay. If you bought 37 programs this past month, but haven't done a single thing with any of them, well, we can still help you, but you got to promise me that this is the one purchase that you will take action on. Because again, you're getting support, you're getting access to me every week, you're getting a one-on-one call with me. I'm doing everything in my power to help you out, but I can't actually, I can't put one foot in front of the other for you. I can't take action for you. You have to show up for yourself. And I promise if you show up for yourself, I will show up for you. And I'll do whatever it takes to help you be successful within reason, okay? So that's who this program is not for. And I just want to make that clear so we can kind of, push some of those people away, because I've had some of those people in my programs in the past. And, you can lead a horse to water, but you can't make the horse drink, right? Okay, so who is it for? If you're still here and you're still saying, or if you're still here and you're saying, Peter, I am ready. I want your help. I want to be the next success story. I'm willing to show up. I'm willing to follow your instructions. I'm willing to use the coaching and take action. If that's you, then I look forward to working with you. All right, hit the link below and I will do whatever it takes to change your life forever. Okay, that is my purpose in life, is helping other people. My mentor helped me years ago after I lost my job. I lost everything during the financial crisis, was literally broke, had nothing. All I had was my dog and my cat. But my mentor helped me turn it around, build a successful agency. And this is why I do these coachings and these training programs. Yes, it makes me money. I'm making money from this. Okay, I'm not going to lie to you and say that I don't. That's the reason why I do it. But a deeper reason is because I can lay my head down at night at the end of the day, and I can know that I'm helping people. All right. So, all right. But what if I can't afford it? What if I can't afford $497? If you're saying that, well, if that's you, let me ask you a question. Think about right now, in your head, who is the person in your life that you love the most? Think of that person in your mind right now. Is it your spouse, maybe your kid, mom, dad, aunt, whoever? Okay, think of that person in your mind, and just play along with me here for a minute and imagine. Imagine that that person is wrongfully arrested and thrown in jail tomorrow for a crime that they did not commit. You know they're innocent, but they kind of look like someone who maybe committed a crime, right? Let's just pretend here. So you get a call from the police station and they say that that bail to get your loved one out of jail is $497, right? How convenient. So let me ask you, are you going to come up with the money to get your loved one out of jail, or are you going to let them spend the night in jail with a bunch of criminals? What are you going to do? Of course, right? I would do whatever it took to come up with the $497 because that is the person that I love the most. I would do anything for them. So, exactly, that's my point. So it's not a question of whether you can come up with the money or not. Obviously you can. It's a question of how bad you want this for yourself and whether you do the same to bail yourself out of financial jail. Because if you're in financial jail, the 7-figure Copybot operator is your ticket out of that joint. So let me help you, all right? Take a bet on yourself like I did, and go to toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. And I promise, again, I will do whatever it takes to help you be successful. I mean, this is your get out of jail free card. I mean, listen, like I said earlier at the beginning of this training, if you take anything from this training, anything at all, whether you jump in the program or not, take this. If you can write profitable email campaigns, you will never go a day of your life wondering how to make money ever again. You can be an absolute idiot with money. You can spend it all on Lambos like I did, lose it all, but you can make it all back. You can be the worst person in the world at managing money, but you can always make more whenever you need it. So copywriting is your get out of jail free card, and you don't need to learn how to actually do it anymore. I've taken my skill set that I've honed over 15 years, a decade and a half, I've cloned it into an AI bot, and I'm giving it to you. So, I mean, that I don't know anything else that could define a get out of jail free card than this. So again, money's not everything, but it can solve a lot of problems that come with not having enough of it. So I'm giving you my skills, decades of knowledge and experience, and millions of sales generated. I'm giving that to you in the form of a super intelligent AI that will do all the work for you. So your success is all but inevitable. So you can't fail with this unless you do nothing. If you don't open the package and you don't follow the instructions, you're not going to make any money. And again, I can't promise you'll make a single dime, but if you follow my instructions, do what I say, you show up to the trainings, you use the coaching, I mean, you'd really have to screw this up bad to not make money from this program. So yeah. All right, another thing. You can't lose when you have the power to make it rain for virtually any business on the planet. Here are screenshots from some of my clients, real business owners who I run campaigns for. These are the text messages that I get on a daily basis. I obviously only show the ones that I get permission to show, but you can see this client on the left, the one that we've been showing on this call. He says, March was our highest sales month. So we're in May now. So he sent me this in March, about a month and a half ago. And we're about to run another campaign. He says, March was our highest month ever. And I said, hell yeah, thanks for keeping me updated, over 80,000. And I was kind of joking around. I said, we'll do 8 figures if we partnered up and sold an online course showing auto detailers how to grow their business because we make such a good team together. And he says, yes, 73,700. I think this guy's got his numbers screwed up because he told me that he was approaching 100 grand. So I think he's got appointments that come in, and the appointments are like booked a month out. So I don't know how he factors that in. So he says last March was 49,000 before we ran the campaign. This year, 73,700. So big difference. Guy on the right here, home services business. He says, let's see. He says, so I messaged him. I said, let's see here. I was checking on progress, it looks like, and he says it quieted down today, but it was fine with me. So this is after the campaign was running and the sales kind of trickled down, and I was checking in with him. He says things quieted down today, but it's fine with me, LOL. It's good that they keep coming, but it's a little stressful and a bit of adjustment for me. All our calls today equals money. Thank you, sir. Don't know what you're doing, but keep doing it, LMAO. So this guy, we're making him so many sales that he's stressed out because he can't keep up with the demand. So that's what you want your clients to do. Okay, that is what you want. Because if they're stressed out by the amount of sales you're generating for them, guess what? They would have to be completely on some heavy drugs to cancel the service with you and shut that flow of sales coming in. Okay, So if you want to change lives like this, you know where to go, toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. I'll show you how to do it. I'll give you my AI clone PeteBot, and he'll create these campaigns for you, and you'll start blowing up local businesses and getting paid in the process. It's really that simple. Now when I got started online, I was literally dead broke, guys. You heard my story earlier. I could barely afford to buy groceries. I didn't even have a legitimate business. This was me, 60 pounds heavier, stressed out, smoking a pack and a half of cigarettes a day, bank account drained, but I had a dream, right? And my dream was to never have to be at the mercy of a boss ever again, where I would lose my job due to a market, a market downturn like I did back then. I wanted freedom. I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to learn this internet marketing stuff and finally do what the gurus were telling me was possible. And it was hard at first, but again, I met my mentor and he helped me figure it out. And I told you, I didn't have money back then. So my mentor wanted me to pay him, I think like $5,000 at the time. I didn't have that money. So I went online, opened up some credit cards, and I put the purchase on like 2 different credit cards at the time just to pay this guy to be able to work with him. And it was a big, scary decision at the time. But looking back on it, obviously, I'm very happy that I took that quote unquote educated risk and did that. I bet on myself and I invested in someone who I connected with and I knew was a few steps ahead of me who could help me out. And so yeah, that's what I did to get started. I didn't have the cash to get started. I put it all on credit and I invested into working with Mr. Jamie here. And you saw the results, $10,000 in the first 30 days, $120,000 that year. And I basically doubled the business every year after that. So was it a good investment? I would say so, okay? Because now I get payments like this routinely from multiple clients every single month, okay? All right, so you're asking me, Peter, is it a smart decision to put this on a credit card so I can take advantage of this special offer today, so I can have you as my mentor and all but guarantee my success? Is that a smart decision? And then I can pay off that credit card in a month or so after I win my first paying Copybot project. Is that a smart decision? Well, I can't give you financial advice. All I can say is, or all I can do is tell you what I did, okay? And that's exactly what I did. So take that for what it's worth. So some people will be against using credit for things, but listen, broke people use credit the wrong way. They go into debt for clothes, shoes, cars they can't afford, swimming pools in their backyard, right? Things that don't make them money. However, wealthy people leverage debt, quote unquote, other people's money to invest in income producing assets and activities. And in this case, the 7-figure Copybot operator is an income producing activity. So I think it's a smart decision, but hey, I'm not your financial advisor. There's also PayPal credit. So I believe on the checkout page, there's an option. If you click register here, or I think it says sign up now, I think I changed it. You click that button on the order page. Again, go to toddsuggest.com/10 minutes, click the big orange button. And there should be an option to select PayPal at the top here. Someone was asking about that. I think by default, it's on Stripe where you can pay with your credit card. So just click PayPal and click pay with PayPal, enter your contact information here. And you should, if you're eligible for it, not everyone's eligible for it, but once you log into PayPal, you should see the option for PayPal credit here, and you can select that as a payment option. And you can fill out an application with PayPal. I think the decision is instant. And if you qualify, you can finance this purchase, I think over like 6 months, maybe even 12 months. Don't quote me on that, but it's a pretty good deal. So if you can use that, go ahead. Another thing, this could potentially be a tax deductible business expense for you. Again, I am not an accountant, not a financial advisor. I don't know what I'm talking about. I'm just a guy on the internet, okay? But what I do when I invest in programs like this and coaches and mentors, what I do is I write it off because it's a business investment. So it actually reduces my taxable income. I save a little bit on taxes at the end of the year. So really all this stuff is really not an expense for me. It's just an investment. So you could potentially do this too. Check with a professional, but I just want to tell you that's what I do. So toddsuggest.com/10 minutes if you want to get in. Spots are going pretty quickly here. I'm just checking my phone here. And if we don't sell out while we're on live, it definitely should sell out on the replay. So if you're still on the fence, a couple more slides here, then we'll open up for Q&A. If you're still on the fence and you're saying, is this right for me? My wife or spouse is going to kill me when she finds out I invested, not $1,700, that was the price I used to charge, or I was going to charge. My wife's going to kill me when she finds out I invested $497 into another course. Okay, if that's you, first of all, okay, this is not a course. Yes, you're getting training. That's part of the program, but you're also getting all the tools, mentoring, and direct access to me and my audience filled with potential clients for you. You're getting accountability, and you're getting everything that you need done for you, email campaigns, everything that you could possibly need to put this system to work for you. This is so much more than a course. I hate to use this term, but it's like the closest thing that I can think of to a turnkey business in a box. Oh, I hate saying that, business in a box, but I mean, that's the best way I can describe it, you know? It's the closest thing to a franchise that you can get, in my opinion, without the $500,000 in liquid startup capital that you need to open like a McDonald's or something. So what's more likely to happen is your spouse will be impressed at how you managed to score such a good deal on this entire system. And even if you're still worried about it, you know, is your wife going to be, or spouse going to be mad about that new purse or that new restaurant that you take them out to with the money that you're making from your agency? Personal story here. I know we're almost 3 hours here, but this is kind of a funny one. I had a girlfriend who broke up with me when I started in my business. Okay, when I lost my job during the financial crisis, she broke up with me, and she thought what I was doing was foolish. This was before I met my wife, Emily. And when I became successful years later, I bought that yellow Lamborghini, right? And I used to drive it around, and she saw me. She was in a store one day, and she saw it driving down the street. And she actually text messaged me, and she was like, "Wow, you actually did it." And it was that point, vindication, right? I got all my payback. I was like, "Yep, you should have believed in me," right? So yeah, just want to tell that little personal story there. So if you're thinking it's harder to be successful today than it was years ago, lots of people think this. There's so much competition out there, right? All of the best business models are taken. Whatever that excuse is, maybe I missed the boat. Am I too late to the AI revolution? All the money's been made. If that's you, so far from the truth. There's so much opportunity now than there ever has been. Remember, over 400 million small businesses all over the world. All of these guys have a website by now. Guess what? They all have email lists too, and they're not mailing them. So this is one of the biggest opportunities I've ever seen. Like I said, probably the opportunity of the decade that no one's talking about for some reason. And they're leaving so much money on the table, and they're waiting for someone to come along to help them tap into that. Okay, showed you how I'm doing that. I'm giving you all the tools to do it just like me. And I'm giving you what you need to literally print money for almost any business on the planet by sending out some emails. Does it make me dishonest if I accept $1,000 or $10,000 or a $50,000 payment for something that takes me only an hour to do with AI? I mean, that just feels weird, doesn't it? Maybe you just feel guilty about this. And if that's you, I can totally relate. I told you I struggled with that. But again, it's not, you kind of have to break free from that 9-to-5 worker bee mindset. It's not about getting paid by the hour. You're no longer a wage employee when you do this, right? You get paid by how much value you bring to a business. So if you take your car to a mechanic and you drop it off, do you really care if he has like an intelligent AI program in the back, like that's diagnosing your car and doing it much faster than him? Do you care what tools he's using to work on the car? Do you care about what brand lift they use? Obviously not. You just care that your car works. Same with these businesses. They don't care the tools that we use. They just want it done right, and they want to make money. It's that simple. So don't worry about that. I know it can be hard sometimes to comprehend making the amount of money I've showed you in such a more short amount of time with very little effort with AI, but it is possible now here in 2024. It is our reality, so get used to it. Okay, toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. Link is in the chat. When you sign up, it's not going to be 14,800, not going to be 4,800, with the education credit because you're on this training. That's almost 3 hours now. And the testimonial credit. If you promise to give me a testimonial once you've made money with the program, either email it to me or send me a video. I will let you get in today for one single investment of $497, only 50 spots. For AI local expert customers only, you on this call right now, type in that link or click it in the chat box, go to the page here, click the big orange button. If a timer says 0, that means the promotion is over, but if the page is up, that means there are some spots available, okay? So jump in, click that button. It's gonna pop up a window like this. Select your payment method. You can use credit card. That should be by default, the one selected here. If you wanna use PayPal, click PayPal, click complete purchase. And as long as you make it through this page here, you are guaranteed a spot in the program at the best admission price you'll ever see. And honestly, guys, this really should be a 10K coaching program, and eventually it will be. But I want some more testimonials to do that, okay? I think we've already got quite a few though. So anyways, jump in, 497 toddsuggest.com/10 minutes. Join me and join everyone else who's jumping in right now. And if I'll just leave you with one thing, I'll leave you with this. This stuff changed my life, okay? Everything I've told you here today, I've given everything to you, as much as I could on a couple-hour training. Copywriting, email marketing, AI now has changed my life. It took me from literally dirt poor to where I am now. I now live a life I honestly could only dream of. And in fact, it's even better than I could have imagined. And when you are the one who can make it rain for businesses, you naturally become highly valuable. There's no way it doesn't happen. Your earning potential goes way up. And this could also potentially change your life forever in ways you can't even imagine today. And like Napoleon Hill says in Think and Grow Rich, one of my favorite books, he says, when riches come, they come so quickly in such great abundance that one wonders where they've been hiding all those lean years. And with 7-figure Copybot Operator, I will help you generate the kind of money that can bring you to tears of happiness, okay, without the years of struggle and sacrifice that I had to make to get here. So with that said, this is officially the last slide, and you got the link. I've said it a million times. You know what to do. So with that, I'm sure that we can open up for Q&A if we have time.
All right, let's do that, Peter. Thank you so much. You went, you did such an amazing job here in explaining everything. But what really impressed me the most was all those testimonials, of those video testimonials of obviously real people that were stumbling over their words because they weren't professionals, all of them. Some of them were reading off scripts that they wrote, and others were kind of trying to wing it so that they could do that for you. But it was just so authentic. Hey gang, those of you that are still here, have you ever seen testimonials like that ever before? And by the way, while you're answering that, I have to, give a shout out to so many people. I can't get to everyone because so many people have jumped in on this, but James and Ezekiel, Greg, and we're looking at Dean. I can't get to everyone, but thank you so much for trusting Peter. He's a good friend of mine, and we go way back, and he's so good at teaching people and guiding people to do this. I just want to read your comments here. Just a second. Yeah, you guys are very impressed with all those testimonials. So, Peter, let's see if there's any questions left, because Gloria and our team have been doing such a good job of answering the questions in the question answer box that I don't know exactly what we've left uncovered. So if any of you do have questions, Peter's here. Obviously, it's late. We're not going to keep you too much longer, but if you do have anything to ask, please ask now.
I like Jay's comment, though. He says, I'm going to buy this program and leave my loved one in jail.
Angela asks, can you talk a little bit about bonus number 3? Is it AI software to make websites for clients or a website to sell websites?
Yeah, so I will show you a AI website builder that I use that will build the website in literally a few minutes. So it's really that simple. And I'll show you how we do it with a few different tools. So you're not going to pay for the software, the client actually pays for that.
All right. Then let's see, what did Jay say this time? He said, back then, were you able to put your dog or cat to work while you were waiting to learn and make money?
I wish, man, I wish. But they did sit on my lap. It was a lap dog.
Yeah. All right. And of course, Darren, you've got that link. Tim was asking for the link. Then we gave him the link. Okay, that's good. Very good. Any other questions? Well, we've got you guys. Well, thank you, Jay. Jay grew up listening to me recite the weather forecasts. That probably was in the Boston area.
John's got a question there about commissions that it keeps coming in.
Yes, John just wrote. Yes, Peter, you spoke about collecting commissions from the back end. Is there a way of verifying the sales and possibly collecting directly?
Yeah, there's a few different ways to do that. There's like no one simple answer, just because local businesses, they all use a different way to process sales. But I will show you how I do that and show you some different methods you can use for doing that. Absolutely. There's some tracking things we can put in place.
All right, great. I'm scrolling through. We've done such a good job of answering the questions.
John, for example, since I don't see anything, I'll just say real quick, like you could put we could set up a special phone number, right, that we use in the emails that only is set up for that campaign. So every time a sale comes in through that phone number, they know it came from us.
Okay, Peter, I got to get you to go to sleep. Once again, this link is what you need to use now, because there's limited spots. I'm about to send out to the folks that didn't come to the webinar tonight an email, and I'm going to let them know about the deal. I'm going to get them the webinar replay. So if you want to get in, this is the time to do it if it's right for you. ToddSuggests.com/10 minutes to let Pete take you by the hand and obviously put your amazing software, because the software that we sold to you, of course, AI, it's late, I'm tired. Local expert. AI local expert is just one of the best pieces of software we've ever sold. It is so usable. You know, it is just something that businesses will eat up, but you've got to get to the business. And with Pete's method, it's going to make it even simpler. ToddSuggests.com/10 minutes to grab this so you could get your slot in there. All right, Peter, thanks again for coming by. Everyone, thank you so much for your trust and for staying up late and for purchasing this great product of Peter's. This is amazing tutelage, so to speak. Peter, anything else to add?
I just want to say thank you guys for having me. It's always a pleasure. Whenever I work with Todd and his team, they're great. You guys have been great. Appreciate all the good questions, and thanks for having me. Hope you enjoyed it.
All right, everybody. Good night. We will be trying to get a replay out to you as well, in case you did miss anything and you want to review what Peter was talking about earlier. Or if for some reason you haven't jumped in yet, for sure, if you want to see the replay to make sure that you're making that right decision, then that'll help you do just that. Thanks, Peter. Have a great night. Thank you, Gloria. Thanks to the whole team. And yeah, have a great, you know what? Thank Emily too. And have a great night.